All right, I think we're live. I think this is going well.
Yeah,
This is
it is
going
live.
well.
Here it
This is
goes
going
live. Oh shoot, yo! Let me listen
well.
to everything. Yeah, it's coming through. The audio
Coming
sounds
through.
pretty good.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. So if that's all sounding good, then we can get going here. Well, this is a new thing we're gonna be trying out. I'm here again, as same as last time. If anyone tuned into the test stream, but probably not. And then I've got Evan here. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Evan.
And
That's all I got.
All right, all right. So we got Evan, and we've got Bert as well. He's a bit sick today, so you have to forgive him.
Let's go.
I mean, he's really toughing it out, man. We set a date, and he's doing it. But yeah, I guess we'll be the usual three here. We might try and invite more people on as we go along, but we're the three that'll usually, hopefully, be here. We got a new thing we want to try out here. We're gonna try and do an interesting idea, I feel like. We're probably gonna evolve it as it goes on, but dude. So here's the idea. We want to play Minecraft, right? Just chill with the boys, right? We wanna put a spin on it. There's a reason this channel's called God's Gamers, right? We want to be able to incorporate spreading the gospel and talking about God into this. And now we could just do that real simply. We could just play the game and talk about God, and you can just watch the game in the background as some interesting content. But we wanna truly combine these things. So we've got an ambitious idea, and we want to run through the Bible, right? Beginning to end, chronologically, event to event. We want to talk about them. We want to pick them apart, do some research on them, kind of discuss with ourselves, discuss with you guys, and then the big goal at the very end of it is we're going to take all of the important features of it and we're going to muralize it in Minecraft, right? Think like a big wall with the entire thing just portrayed in it. It should look sick, right? It's gonna take some time to get there, especially since it's gonna be a brand new world, but hey, I mean, we'll try it out at least. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, we should probably pray this in to start. Does one of you guys want to do that since I've been talking this whole time?
Yeah, Grayson.
Sweet.
All right. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day, and I thank you for everything that you give us. And God, I just ask that this goes well. Have a nice stream. Have a fun time with the boys playing Minecraft, talking about your word. And Lord, I just hope that this feeds somebody's soul out there, and just bless this stream with everything that you can give us. In your mighty and precious name I pray, amen.
All right, sweet. Thank you so much for that.
Yep.
All right, so obviously, if we're going to be running through the Bible, we got to start at the very beginning. So I've got Bible Gateway pulled up here, and I guess we'll just read through it real quick. I don't know if we're gonna do this every time. We might do it differently. Might have it pulled up and just have somebody recap it. I'm not sure, but for this time, the creation story is it's beautiful, how it's written and everything. So let's just read through it. All right. So this is gonna be the first creation story. The 6 days in the Sabbath. It's going to run from Genesis 1:1 to 2:4. All right. So, when God began to create the heavens and the earth was complete chaos, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while wind from God swept over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. There was evening, and there was morning the first day. And God said, "Let there be a dome in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." So God made the dome and separated the waters that were under the dome from the waters that were above the dome, and it was so. God called the dome sky, and there was evening, and there was morning the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the sky be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear," and it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered under he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees of every kind on earth that bear fruit with the seed in it." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed and of every kind, and trees of every kind bearing fruit with the seed in it. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. God said, "Let there be lights in the dome of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be lights in the dome of the sky to give light upon the earth." And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. God gave them in the dome of the sky to give light upon the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the dome of the sky." So God created the great sea monsters and every living creature that moves of every kind with which the waters swarm, and every winged bird of every kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures of every kind, cattle and creeping things, and wild animals of the earth of every kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals of the earth of every kind, and the cattle of every kind, and everything that creeps upon the ground of every kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make humans in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." So God created humans in his image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." God said, "See, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is upon the face of the earth, and every tree with every seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the earth, and to everything that creeps on the earth, and everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw everything that he made, and indeed it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all their multitude. On the sixth day God finished the work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and hallowed it, because on it God rested from all the work that he had done in creation. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created. So, now,
Fire.
what was that?
Fire.
It is fire. Dude, it's like, I don't know, it's so elegant how it's written.
Oh,
Like
it's epic.
It's,
It's epic.
I mean, I don't technically know if that passage was considered Hebrew poetry, but the way that it flows is very similar to like something in the Psalms, right? Like it feels like it was written as a form of Hebrew poetry, which is just, I don't know, it's really cool.
I've heard that it was. I think it might be.
I mean, that would make sense, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of, in Genesis, dude, like in that first, like, 1 to 2 chapters, there's so many questions that people have about that, like,
Oh,
that
so
specific passage.
so many. And like, I mean, it's cool because you get this narrative, which immediately runs into the garden narrative, right? And like, I know we're not talking about the garden narrative today specifically. We're just talking about like this first creation. But like, even comparing the two of them, there's like interesting things that get brought up, like interesting distinctions between the two, and interesting details that correlate between the two. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about.
Yeah. That was something I was actually looking into today with the when you have in Genesis 1 it talks about him creating mankind, and then in Genesis 2 it talks about him creating Adam and Eve, and I was like, that is kind of trippy how that works.
Yeah, dude, that was I had never actually like noticed that before. Until I forget what class it was I was taking. I was taking a class in college, right? And one of my professors brought that up, and they were like, "Have you ever noticed some of the differences between the two accounts, right?" And And I was like, what do you mean differences? Like, how can there be differences between them? And then they were like,
And
she mentioned that exact fact. She was like, well, how did God create humans on the sixth day? And then in the second narrative, he only created Adam on that day, and then he created Eve later. And I was like, whoa, that's trippy.
no, oh my gosh, I died already.
You died already? Dude, we just
I
started.
fell off of a tree. No, but I have I've heard it once before, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But actually reading it for myself today, I was like, yeah, that's something.
Yeah, it's super
So
interesting.
I don't know. Oh, the firmament is also another thing that I'm like, the firmament, and then when it gets into like people with like flat Earth and stuff like that, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
I spawned in a tree, bro.
Oh,
Especially,
so
like-
did God name them birds, or wasn't it Adam? Because that was stated before.
Yeah,
Ooh.
true. Doesn't Adam name all the animals?
That is interesting.
God commands him to name all the animals. But yeah, bro calls them birds before Adam does.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess it's an
You could
interesting
have known what
question,
Adam
then.
was gonna say. That is an interesting
Well,
question.
Does it then come down to, like, God created those categories, right? So he created the category of birds, and then fish,
Mhm.
and then
And then
land animals, and then
Adam
like
did the
Adam.
different species.
Yeah, I mean, like thinking how they would have thought back then, right? Like that would have been their three categories. They wouldn't have had like as intricate categories we do today. Like today we even distinguish spiders from other insects, right? Like we've gotten that detailed. But like if you ask somebody back then, they wouldn't like. It's just like, oh, it's a land animal, it's a flying animal, it's a sea animal, right?
Creeping, crawling thing, or whatever they say.
Because they
in the
literally just call
Bible.
them
Just
creeping
tomato or
things.
fruit.
Yeah.
Creeping things.
Yeah, dude, that's. It is an interesting
Ugh.
point, though. I mean, like, that's the only thing I can think of, right? Is that, like, those were the categories, and then, like, Adam named them after that?
Or unless, because like obviously it was like documenting this right when it happened,
Mm-hmm.
so it could
Oh,
just be like since they knew the information.
yeah, that's
They
a
were
really
able to say
good.
it.
That's a really good point, though, because, like, it's also possible that, like, I don't imagine God would have called the birds birds, right? Like, even the Hebrew version of birds, like, he would have created birds, but then how would somebody who's recording that and writing that down say that? Like, they wouldn't just be able to say, like, it's possible, like, he created birds, right? And then Adam did name them birds after that, but then for the sake of writing it down, they wrote in the text that God created birds, right?
Yeah.
Just so, like, we can understand what exactly is being said.
You know what I've heard trips a lot of people up when they're like, why did God rest on the seventh day? I've heard a lot of people be like, why did he actually do that
Yeah, dude, I've heard some
when he's God?
interesting things for that. What have you guys heard?
I mean, I think
Um,
it's just a reflection of what the Sabbath is, basically. Just for we're God showing us what we should do one day of the week, which is rest.
Leading
Except
by
when you get
example.
further into the scripture.
I mean,
Yeah,
essen-
exactly.
essentially that's what I've heard. Is just it's an
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. It's not like God actually needed to rest.
Hmm.
I don't know, that was a lot of work.
That is true.
True. That is a lot of work.
What just happened?
Dude,
Well,
need
I
to
guess-
cook my
I guess-
meats.
Would it have been a lot of work? Because if you read it, it just says that he spoke it into existence.
That is
Yeah, true.
Like, to me, that kind of sounds like, I don't know, this is gonna sound kind of wrong, but like I'll have to say it this way
Mhm.
for the sake of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like God put minimal effort into it, right? Like
Yeah.
and that sounds kind of bad because it's like, oh well, like it's that unimportant that God wouldn't put his best work into it. But like the point is that like it was
Yeah.
so like God is just so powerful that he was able to create
It's easy
everything
for
we
him.
see. Yeah, it was just easy for him. It's not like it
Yeah.
was him trying to put in his least effort. It's just that he didn't need anything other than his least effort to do so because of how powerful he is.
Like the easiest and the hardest thing that he could do, or that we could do, is literally one and the same to him. It's
Yeah.
just doing.
Dude, can I just say this is kind of like this spawn. Dude, we got dogs here. If somebody wants to tame
I
those
do
suckers.
like the spawn.
Yeah, dude, we got
I do
dogs
like
here.
this
We got turtles I was seeing. Like we can
No
try and
pets allowed.
What do you mean, dude? I want
What?
dogs.
What do you mean no pets? I'm trying to cook my meats. I ain't some
Dude,
monster to
usually,
make a
like-
stew.
Usually, like, the turtles come, like, super late into this, I feel like, because, like, you know, we always get the turtle helmets at some point. But since the turtles are right here, I feel like we should start that as early as possible, right? Because the turtle eggs take so long to hatch. Since we already have them, I feel like we might as well just start on the turtle eggs sooner than later, right? Because we have them. We don't have to go looking for them. Or am I tripping? Is nobody else interested
I
in that?
suppose.
I've been playing Minecraft in so long. I didn't even know there were turtles.
Oh yeah, dude. So we did this on a couple worlds ago, right? So there's turtles, and I forget what you have to do to breed them. I think it's seagrass or something. But you can breed the turtles, and they lay turtle eggs, like in the sand, and they take forever to hatch. But if they do hatch, then you get like these turtle shells done, and you can use them to make like some cool stuff.
Dude, I had no idea that.
They take
Wait,
like
do the turtle eggs? Do they look like the mob eggs, like in creative mode?
kind of, but they like actually place like on the ground.
Yeah,
I mean, I can try and
I'm
show
actually
it to
looking
you.
at
I think we need seagrass though, which I think we need shears for. So we'll have to get iron before we can try that out. But
I
can
have
try and
iron.
show it to you. You have iron already? Dang, dude, I'm behind.
I only got 6 nugs.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll just do the work myself. Unbelievable.
I've been trying to get food. Cause Shmebs almost got
Yeah.
me killed.
Dude, we
I'm trying to get food. Dude, I'm almost get
okay,
myself
well,
killed.
if anybody's watching this, right, like, you're not gonna know who Jake is. Jake's another friend of ours. We're hoping to get him on board with this project, maybe. I think he thinks it's a little bit cringy, but I'd give you his information so you could spam him, but that feels kind of like a not great thing to do.
724.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying though, like it would be pretty cool if we could get him on here. I mean, he knows a lot about God. He has real good knows a lot. It'd be interesting to have him. Plus, he's real good at making Minecraft farms. So like we could use him to make we could,
Dude.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
debatable.
bro.
like dude, we always rely
I thrive
on him.
off of the food he gives me, bro.
We
I hate
always
getting
rely on
food.
him to give us our food. So we don't have him, so somebody else has to make the farms now.
Give us Jake our daily bread.
Dude, I mean, I could I should send him the link to the stream.
Yo,
I'm
so
gonna have to hook up my PC for the next stream because
yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't have it hooked up. If I'm being honest.
I did not. I wasn't ready.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Dudes, wait, Bert, do you have the stream pulled up on something?
On my phone.
Oh, okay. See, I'm gonna break the fourth wall here and be odd, but because it says we have 3 viewers, and I'm not sure if that's counting me as a viewer because I have it open in Streamlabs or not.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I-
it does.
I have mine open, but I'm in mod view, so.
Oh, okay.
It does count it, Logan.
Dude, so
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna be honest.
We
I-
are the viewers.
Dude, I noticed it. I noticed it too late. There was a 4th viewer. Did anybody
I
else see
saw
that?
too.
Dude,
I
Yeah.
saw that.
Dude, I didn't see it until too. Okay, so next time we have a 4th viewer pop in, I have to actually tab
Everybody attack him.
out. Well, no, I actually the problem is
Alright.
I have to tab out to see it, and I didn't see it until too late. But like, if somebody joins again next, like I guess maybe don't like directly call them out, but like maybe try and make some form of conversation. I don't know.
Welcome, my brother.
I would just say something in the chat.
Yeah. Well,
Welcome, my brother in Christ.
okay, I'm gonna break fourth wall a little bit more. That was one of the things I want to talk to you about, Evan. There was something I was looking up for, because I was doing, like, whenever I was setting up a lot of the Twitch stuff the last couple days, I had videos on in the background that were, like, advice kind of stuff. And one of the things was saying, like, oh, actually, it wasn't one of them. It was a lot of them that were saying this, so I think it's really important. And it makes sense. And they were all kind of saying a similar thing, and they were essentially using this statistic that if somebody types into a Twitch chat and sends a message, they're 80% more likely to stay in that stream, right?
Really?
So they were all suggesting that you have a Twitch bot set up that asks a question of the day every single time that a new viewer comes in. Like if you're a small streamer, right?
That's actually a good idea.
So if you're able to set up a Twitch bot that does that, well, you don't have to do it right now necessarily, but if you're able to do that at some point, that would be sick.
I could probably figure it out. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Unless if you want to try and do it right now.
I'm about to die real quick. Give me a second. I can do it. Just let me fight my way through these woods.
We kind of need food.
I'm cooking a lot of
I've
food
been
right
grinding.
now. I'm about to drop, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really been doing much because I've been trying to watch the Twitch and like trying to make conversation, and I have not been paying attention to the game that much.
I'll watch. Once I eat, I'll watch the stream. Oh my! Nope. Well, death number 2.
Oh, dude, it's a baby zombie. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill it. It's a baby zombie.
I literally, I got destroyed by it.
Oh, I killed it. It was in the water, so it was super easy.
I'm stacked for real.
Do we want to? Oh wait, Evan, is this your stuff here with the furnace and the crafting table?
Yep.
I'm gonna make a chest here so I can like put my stuff in it, just like in case I die again, and then like you guys can do the same if you want. I'm not gonna. Usually, like I care. Usually I care a bit more about my stuff, but dude, like we gotta be sharing and caring here, you know? Like we're brothers in Christ, so we can share our goods.
We're brothers in Christ.
So I can trust you guys with my goods. I can trust you guys not to steal my stuff, right?
Why didn't you guys sleep?
That's made by Terry.
I don't have any wood or beds or anything.
Slackers.
Dude,
Is this on hardware, by the way?
I'm trying to.
Do you remember when Terry stole Bucky's whole diamond armor?
Oh my gosh, dude.
And then Bucky was like, "I know you took it." He goes, "Yeah, so what?"
Dude, that's a
baby
thing.
Zombie.
That's a thing we could maybe consider, right? Like, I mean, I love Terry. Don't get me wrong.
I'd get him on here, dude. That'd be awesome.
Well, I'd be a little bit worried to bring him on here, but it would be really nice to at least get him to watch this stuff, right? Like.
Oh, I doubt. Well, yeah, honestly, he probably would watch it because it's us playing.
I love that guy, but I'd find it really hard to bring him on because, you know how anti-Christian he is. Like, I'd be worried what he would say.
He'd definitely watch though.
I love him though.
Well, with these social media platforms, if you're anti-Christian, you're more likely to stay on with the stuff you say.
That's true.
Christianity is the most persecuted religion on the face of the planet right now.
Yeah, that is.
Depending on where you are, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it depends on where you are.
Like
At
some
least
places
like in the
it's
Middle
not.
East, I think. In the Middle East, I think it's pretty crazy.
What religion in even Islam is more?
Yeah, because like there's a lot of countries where Islam is pretty persecuted.
United States.
Anyways, no, I'm kidding.
Anyways, I'm moving up in the Minecraft world. You guys.
Do you want to share some goods here? Do we have a farm going or no?
I have 2 pieces of leather armor. Actually, never mind. I don't. I'm sorry. I have to combine my 2 helmets.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go back in the mines. If I die, I don't care. I put all my stuff in the chest already, or most of it at least. Dude,
My
I've just
house
like
is now built.
I've just been thinking about this like this whole time, like, because we're talking about like this passage being like, you know, what's the word? Like kind of like Hebrew poetry, probably. Like,
Yeah.
how cool would it be, like, if you could hear it like in its original language? I feel like that'd be so sick.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Like, have you guys ever seen one of those videos where it's like, it's not Hebrew, it's or maybe it is actually. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched one of them. It's either Hebrew or it's in the Arabic. And it's like the original Psalms, like in their original language being sung,
yeah.
and they sound
I've
super
seen that.
cool. Okay, wait. I'm gonna come up to the
It's
surface. Or no, I'm just gonna
Hebrew.
I'm gonna dig myself into the wall real quick, and I'm gonna try and pull one of these up on YouTube. Like, we've gotta
Yeah,
listen to one
they
of
sound
these.
sweet.
We've gotta listen to one of these. All right, let's go to YouTube real quick. Oh, dude, you guys are gonna see my YouTube recommended. That's kind of
Oh,
cringy.
you know,
That's kind of don't pay
the
attention to
stream
my
looks pretty good.
Psalms in Hebrew. Yeah, songs in Hebrew.
Oh, I'm getting attacked.
Psalm
Oh,
104
gosh.
sung in ancient. I think this is the one that I used to watch. Wait, I gotta turn off the Spotify. Man, we got an ad. Please rate your ads experience on YouTube recently. Awful. They got a guitar for this one? Maybe I haven't seen this one. Or is that a guitar? I think that's a sitar,
I
actually.
like when they do like the harps,
Yeah. Dude, hopefully they have harps on this one.
like with the lyres, dude.
Wait, you guys can hear this, right? Like, this is good audio?
Let me listen. Yeah, I can hear it. It sounds
Okay.
pretty good.
Should I turn it up at all, or?
No, I think it's like perfect. It sounds hilarious.
Okay.
Yo, that's sick.
I think
Oh, that's
there,
like a lute.
there should be lyrics, I think. Wait,
Oh
let
my
me go into it.
Gosh. My brothers in Christ, can you guys get bed so we can sleep?
Yeah,
I'm sick of this.
It says Psalm 104 sung in Hebrew. Where's the lyrics? Oh, here we go.
It's instrumental. Yeah, here, let me get some.
Yeah, I'm gonna die to a spider jockey because we don't have
Yeah, let me try to find some sheep so I can make a bed.
If you can make me a bed too, that'd be sick.
I can find some sheep. Dude.
But like, it sounds sick, does it not?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Gosh.
beautiful.
Dude, actually, me and my girlfriend were listening to the Exodus 15. It's like the song that they all sing when they cross the
Oh,
Red
Deborah's,
Sea.
or not Deborah's song, Miriam's song?
Moses song. It's like Moses' song or something.
Oh, is that one? Interesting.
I think it's I
Maybe I'm
think
not
it's
thinking of the
Moses'
same
song.
one.
Yeah,
Might not be
and
thinking of the
dude,
same
I
one.
thought that was a jam. Except like he sung it in English, but like in like the form and style of the time of what it was at that time.
Oh, that's so interesting.
And so it sounded really funny, but like really awesome.
That's super interesting.
She thought it was so weird.
Dude, so what part of this do we want to talk? Is there any part of this that you guys want to talk about, like, super bad?
I actually, yes. I just don't know if it's too heavy or not. I don't think it's too.
Do you want to
I
save it
wanna
for
know
later
about-
then, or we can talk about it
Maybe.
now?
Maybe. My thing is just about the firmament, because I know there's a lot of opinions about it, and it kind of like doesn't make sense with what we're told today. I have certain friends who have certain ideas about the firmament.
Okay. Go.
We're still
go
talking about
into it.
Genesis, right? Okay, so the firmament. So what a firmament is, if I'm not mistaken, is literally just a dome that is put over the planet. I mean, at least in Genesis, that's what it's describing. A dome that is put over the planet, and there's water literally above that dome. So basically, when you look up into the sky, you're just looking at a big glass dome with
Yeah,
water above it.
yeah. So like,
I've I've heard multiple different things about it. I've heard it's just a cultural thing. I've heard people say, I have certain friends who are like, nah, I think the
well,
planet is. I mean, we live on a flat Earth, and that's what it is.
yeah.
There's a dome over the planet. So I've heard multiple things. I'm in the middle. It makes me sound crazy, but
Well, have you
I
ever
probably think
seen?
it's a cultural thing.
Have you ever seen like the picture? Here, I'm pulling it up. This one, the very first picture. Have you ever seen like
I
the
wasn't sure if this
picture?
is the right thing to talk about.
So this is like how the ancient world kind of like viewed the world, right? Which is super interesting. It's so much different than us. So they did believe the Earth was flat, right? So they thought the Earth was just this flat plane. You guys can see this, right? Yeah, I think you guys can see it.
Yeah,
Um,
it looks good on
so
stream.
so it was like exactly what you were saying. So the firmament was essentially this big dome that was placed, and that's this part, this dome above the Earth. And all of the stars and the sun and the moon, so you can see them here, they were all like attached to said firmament. So the stars were literally like pinned on this dome, and like the sun and the moon traveled above it. Um, and then so whenever it talks about splitting the waters, it's talking about the waters that are on the earth, and it's talking about the waters that were taken into heaven, like above the firmaments, because like the gods were also supposed to have water. So you can see here the oceans of heaven and then heaven of heaven, which we can go into heaven of heaven later too, because that's also really interesting. But for the sake of this, we'll just say this is heaven and the oceans of heaven. Um, and then actually, they didn't like they didn't really have a view of hell that we do today either. So you can see here, they believed that the earth was held up by columns, which are these things, and they're called the pillars of the earth, right? So the earth was flat, and it's held up by a whole bunch of columns. And then like the ocean, the primeval ocean is underneath that. So that's where all of our water is that's below heaven. And then they have the underworld, which they called Sheol, which wasn't like heaven, it wasn't like hell, it was just like a reality. Like your soul just goes there after you die, and it's just like a peaceful resting place for you. It wasn't like an eternal life kind of deal. It was just, I mean, it was eternal life, but it wasn't like heaven or hell. It was just, your soul goes there to rest, essentially.
Underworld, right? Not
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
hell,
yeah.
but like an underworld.
Yeah, like underworld would be our proper English term today. Like the word they used was
Yeah.
Sheol, but like the closest we have to that in English is just underworld, essentially. I mean, there's a ton more we could say there with Sheol and Heaven of Heavens, because like those are two completely separate topics in of themselves.
Like yeah, like the third heaven. It's like the first, the second, the third. Or that's that. I think that's in the Bible.
Yeah, the Heaven
I
of
think
Heavens
there
is
are
mentioned a
verses
couple
that's
times.
yeah. It's like how I always imagine it is like you have heavens, like the first heavens as in the sky, the second heavens as outside of that, which would be space, and the third heavens would
Yeah.
be literally outside of our earthly atmosphere and space.
Dude,
'Cause
that's
that's
like,
kind of where I would imagine God to be,
yeah, and
outside of it all,
that's so
outside of the
interesting
universe.
because like that's how they would have viewed this. Like we don't understand that today. Like just going
Yeah.
into this passage, but like that was how they would have understood this passage when they were originally writing it and reading it, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It's also interesting because I'm pretty sure later on, like I think somewhere in Job, it actually talks about how the earth is literally just hanging by itself in the void. Like there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
that's holding it
yeah.
up. So it's like, so in Genesis it said this, and in Job it says something that actually sounds like what we would consider to be the planet today.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cultural thing just going on here. There's actually a term that I forgot that I'm actually looking for right now. My phone. Yeah.
Dude, somebody got a beehive? Which of you guys got a beehive already?
There was a beehive under under one of the trees in Spawn.
Oh, okay. So Bert just destroyed the tree, I'm guessing, and that's why the hive is. Okay. I thought somebody like actually went out and found the hive and brought it back. Okay. No, that makes more
It was
sense.
7. Man, I
Actually,
feel
the
like
guy who I'm looking to turn for is live.
I feel like a bot playing on Xbox.
Dude, I know, right? I'm kind of stuck on the Xbox because of the streaming setup, unfortunately, but oh well.
I will say Minecraft is a lot easier.
Now I know
PC.
why Luke's builds always suck. It's because my builds suck now.
Dude, Luke's another one we gotta get on board for. There's a lot of people. Sorry, if you guys are hearing names, right? Like these are all people we know that we're trying to get on board with this project. Hopefully they see how like well this does, and then try to join us in it and everything.
Wait, what am I doing? I've
Come
sent
set
this
your
to
guys' spawn
before.
here.
Wait, where do you have the stuff at?
On top of this hill.
On top of a hill?
Oh, I see him
Yeah.
building. Actually, it looks sick.
Wait, should we bring
No,
our
it's a really.
stuff to you?
I don't care. It's a really janky house. I just wanted to get something something set up.
That's fair. Dude, I'm gonna breed these turtles real quick, and hopefully they'll lay some eggs, and I can show them to you, Evan.
Looking for something that I sent you a long time ago.
Me or Bert?
You. It was a
Me?
TikTok. Yep.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna die.
It kind of had to do with what we were talking about.
Gosh darn it.
When
I
there's
can't-
like things in the Bible.
I can't believe I already died. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit
That-
upset.
It's an Evan type beat.
Yep. That is an Evan type beat.
I mean, to
Put
be
up the
fair,
death counter. I'm at 2.
I didn't have any food, which is not my fault.
That's Evan's fault. I'm kidding. George.
Actually, I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can put up a death counter.
Dude, a Twitch death
Let me try that
counter.
real quick.
That would actually be sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me give that a shot.
Dude, I think these turtles just took my seagrass. I don't think they're actually gonna lay the eggs. I'm a little bit disappointed. Or wait, maybe this one's going to the sand to lay eggs now. I'm pretty sure they just took it. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Evan, do you want to come down here and check this out?
Evan's in my
are you-
humble abode.
Oh.
I am in Robbie's room. I can't come down there. I can see it on stream.
Yeah, dude, so
I
this
can see him
turtle,
flapping around in the sand.
yeah, he's like digging the eggs kind of a deal, and he's on top of them
Oh,
now.
okay.
So he's gotta move. Move, dude. I wanna see your eggs. There we go.
Oh.
And now those are gonna hatch into
Yeah,
some
those
baby
look-
turtles.
Aw. I didn't see. Did you see the one chat in the stream?
Yeah. Do we wanna delete it?
I
What?
could, yeah. Hold on.
That's probably the one viewer we had.
That was posted into the chat way after that. That was like 20 minutes after.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't even know what that came from.
Oh well, what can you do? Just
People
gotta
always trying to scam out here.
keep going, just gotta tough it out.
Evan, come here. Evan, look.
Where you at? Oh, yo. Oh, wait.
Okay, now hopefully those
Submit.
eggs are gonna be protected, because I don't want them
I'm
to die.
mesmerized by the sunset.
Alright, I'm gonna grab all the stuff and come up to you guys.
Alright.
I just watched that tree spawn in front of me, and that looked hilarious.
It almost starts suffocating.
Alright, so I'm gonna bring this stuff up to you guys, and then hopefully we can.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, we can.
There's a lot of flowers over here.
Yo.
I don't know why.
Logan, you should check this out.
Okay, I'm coming.
These
Well, I won't die.
flowers. Robbie, what is? That's a bunny. I was like, what is that?
I'm trying to get some grub right now.
Like
I have some
like
food if
in
you want
game
some.
or out of game?
In game, I got a lot of
Oh, okay.
in-game grub.
Dude, you have a
No
lot of
cap.
in-game grub? Dude, I could use some in-game grub. 'Cause I just keep running out of hunger and not being able to do anything about it. I'm just gonna put everything I
Fuck.
have in this chest because well, I'm gonna keep my map and my pickaxe, I guess, but I'll give you guys everything else.
Do you guys have any sand? I want to make glass because I don't want these Zambonis coming in.
There's one sand in the chest.
And
Um,
set your spawns.
that's what I was just doing.
Oh, wait, yeah, let me
Hey,
do
you have
that.
enough for a third bed. We can sleep if you want.
I literally
Yeah, but the
cannot.
Zambonis out here.
Yeah, I literally can't.
Oh,
It'll
I
still
mean,
set
I
your
can
spawn.
I'll go mop the dude and then we can sleep. Oh, never mind. You can mop the dude too. I guess I'll make the bed then.
Alright, but you gotta put it away from the double bed.
What? Well, I mean, technically, if we want to go deep into it, we all three have to separate the beds because
Well, that's what we're gonna do. This is my big bed. No, that's not symmetrically correct. Evan, sleep.
Evan!
Oh, hey, 3 beds. Woohoo!
Dude, so like, do we want to talk about some of like the smaller things? I mean, there's definitely some things that are like more obvious to us that wouldn't be as obvious to others, right?
Okay. I was thinking of another one actually.
Oh, okay, go for it, go for it, go for it. What do you
So, because I was
what do you got?
also thinking about this today when I was reading it. Thinking about, let me look. It is when
Okay.
God says, when
I literally.
all right, 3 deaths
Dude,
so far. Let's
dude,
go.
I
Put
just
up the
realized.
death
Wait,
counter.
wait, is that one death for each of us?
Did you die? I didn't think you died.
I died.
Oh, wow.
That didn't even make any sense. That wasn't biblically accurate.
Dude, okay,
Just-
Evan,
you just
Evan,
walked.
I'm adding that to your repertoire. You have to keep a tally of each of our deaths.
I
All
will.
right. So I
I
got
That
will.
that
one.
doesn't even
Dude.
count. I hit it 6 times with
I
an
got
iron
one so
sword
far.
and
I'll
didn't die.
figure out how to put up a counter at some point if I can even do that.
Dude, like you can put in as a Twitch command, right? So like whenever people
Oh,
type in
yeah.
a command, they are told how many deaths each person has, and then like people can't defend themselves. Like, no, dude, I haven't died that
But
many times, and then Twitch chat just corrects them.
what was I saying?
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I need to
So
hear
God
this
created man.
knowledge.
God created man in His own image. And in the image of God, He created him. Man and female, He created them. Then God blessed. Oh no, it's before that.
Wait, what do you got? What do you
Then
got?
God. Okay. Verse 26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image,
Oh
according
yeah,
to our likeness." So it's very interesting because you're talking about God, and He's literally saying, "Let's make him in our image, like us."
dude. So
I
what?
imagine
How
that
is
being
that?
the Trinity.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Holy
yeah.
Trinity.
Well, I was gonna say, Evan, what do you think? Because I've heard two different
I've heard
scholarly
too.
perspectives on that.
I've heard like the Trinity, yeah, which
Okay.
would be absolutely incredible and the most believable because that just, I mean, dang, the Trinity was spoken of even before the Trinity was even an idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean that one does make a lot of
either
sense,
that,
right? So like, do we want to talk
yeah,
about that one for a little bit before we go on?
I'm cool with that. I mean, if anything, that's just super prophetic. The fact that it would talk about that in the very beginning before Jesus or the Holy Spirit is ever mentioned anywhere else in the Bible,
Yeah.
like thousands of years before, like that's insane.
But like if we're going with, and like I know a lot of people talk about that one being it, and like that's one of the two major ones that I've heard of as well, right? But like there's a lot of connotations for that, right? So like first of all, for humans, right, we get the different saying, right? So we're told, um, Like every other day, he looks at it and he says it was good. But then he looks at humans and he calls them very good, which is different from everything else. So that's first of all. But this is the only one where God didn't just do it, right? Like it's like he actually talks about it before he does it. Like he actually contemplates it, he thinks about it. Like it shows how much more effort was put into us over everything else. Because everything else he just did it. Like he just spoke it into existence. But this one, like it actually says like he talked with others and was like, this is how we should do it. Let's do it this way. And then he does it, which is way different.
I never even thought about it like that.
Oh yeah,
That he actually like contemplated it.
But like even thinking about it in the Trinity way too is so interesting because like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how to word it, but it goes further to show. I don't know how to word this exactly, but maybe you guys can see what I'm saying. But like it shows the legitimacy of the Trinity if you think about it in that light,
Yeah.
right? Because it shows like they truly are all divine, all part of the Godhead, because he's saying that, you know, we should be made in their image, and later on it says that we're made in God's image, right? So it's saying that all of them share that image that they are then sharing with us.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you guys don't find that as interesting as I thought it was.
No,
The thing about when it comes to an image, like, because they always taught us this at Southeastern, or like they taught this in the biblical studies class that a lot of my friends were taking. I didn't do biblical studies as my major, but they would be like, "Yeah, dude, we were just talking about Genesis and how like we were made in God's image," and then the professor was like, "You know, you ever think about that?" He goes, "What is an image?" Like, you know how like one of the 10 commandments is don't make any graven image, like don't make any idols. He goes, an
Yeah.
image is literally an idol. He goes, so therefore, when God said he made us in his image, we're basically his idols.
Huh.
Have you ever heard of that?
I have not heard of that one actually.
Like when he says like I'm making them in your image, like but we're like actual living, breathing, like real idols.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like
in a way.
Huh.
I think it's for the idea of when you of how you should treat humans with reverence and respect. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like treating each
Like,
other
you know
with
how like
yeah.
yeah, you know, like people would treat idols, like pagan idols, they treat them with respect and reverence and, you know, whatever, to a piece of wood. But we're like actual living, breathing things, and we're the actual, like, like literally made from God. So that kind of just makes me think that we should treat each other with respect. That's the way I've always
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah. No, that's really yeah, I've never heard that one before actually. See, whenever you started
Yeah.
talking about that at first, I thought you were going to go into a discussion of what that means that we're created in the image of God, is what I thought you were going to go into. I was not expecting that at all, but like, yeah, dude, I've never
I
heard
mean,
that before.
in terms of like what that actually means, I mean, all I know is images are idols. I mean, most of the time when it says image in the Bible. So.
Oh, no, I was meaning like because there's the whole conversation of what does that mean that we're created in the image of God, right? Because
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
because like a lot of people back then would have said like, oh, like God actually physically looks like us. But then like as we kind of got Hellenized, like we kind of started didn't like really think about that way anymore, because that's whenever we became a lot more spiritual was with the Hellenization, and that's whenever we got like the concepts of that's whenever we got like the concepts of heaven and hell and a lot more spiritual and stuff like that. And that's whenever we kind of started to move away from like God's, like we look physically like God, and we started moving into more like spiritual representations of God. So, I mean,
I
there's like
mean,
so many different ways to view that nowadays. I've heard so many different perspectives of what that means that we're created in the image of God now. What do we think about that?
I know like we're created in the image of God, but I don't think it's like a direct one-to-one. Like, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because I mean,
Like I think
we
God,
couldn't
like
we couldn't be on the same level as God, obviously.
yeah, like
well,
hmm.
at that point, we were walking with God. like at that point in time, we were like as good as we could get.
Hmm.
Yeah,
We
true.
were made perfectly in the eyes of God at that point until we fell.
Hmm. Yeah, true.
That
In the
that
beginning,
that has nothing to do with like looks or anything. That's just
Hmm.
like heart.
oh yeah.
So like, I mean, for instance, right? Like I've heard, and I think some of these
Wait,
might
Brogan,
might
where are
be.
you at?
Oh, I'm mining right now. I'll come back up with the goods, hopefully. Um, yeah,
Yeah, you
I've
gotta
heard
start
like a
playing.
lot of kind of explanations for
Sorry.
this nowadays, right? Like I've heard arguments that like it has to do with our ability to rationalize, which is unique from like thinking about it in the sense of what creates us different from every other creature that God created, right?
Um,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
because that's how they kind of started to boil it down, right? Because no other creature is made in the image of God. Only we are. So what sets us apart from the other creatures? And like they started to like make this long list of things that makes us separate from them. Like first of all, we're creative beings. Like we like to create things, which is what we know of God. Like we know God likes to create things. Obviously, I mean, we see that in the creation account. So they say that's one thing that sets us apart from animals is that we're creative beings. And another thing is that we have the ability to rationalize things. Like other creatures don't have that same ability. And like another one being we have the ability to communicate with God through prayer, and no other animal has that ability either. Um, I forget some of the other ones that they listed, but that was like some of the main ones I can remember at least.
Emotions, feelings,
Yeah, stuff like that too.
having a connection with other humans, like relationships.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, I'm off to explore. I need to find a cave
Oh gosh.
Jungle at some point.
in my leather armor.
Wait, how did I find that particular one on the channel?
I do be doing a struggle here.
Oh,
Gosh, I thought my stuffy nose was going away today. It just won't. I'm
Dude, I'm really looking
dying.
forward to making this specific story in a mural. I'm not gonna lie.
out in the mirror.
Like I don't know, I think it's gonna be super like I'm the way I'm picturing it so far is like we take the mural, right, and we separate it into 7 sections, right? And like we just have this thin column, like almost like think of it like a calendar where it's sectioned like it's a just like a Sunday through Saturday calendar, right? And it just has 7 sections, and each column is just one of the days represented. I mean, it's gonna take us a while to get there. Like we're gonna need a lot of blocks and stuff for that, but I'm quite excited for when we actually get there.
I gotta hook up my PC tomorrow.
Understandably so. I'm really surprised you didn't start on it.
Oh gosh. Oh
I just
no. Oh
wasn't
no.
prepared. I was laying down all day, and I started to clean my room for this.
Nice.
I've been kind of lazy. Baby zombie.
Well, boys, I got our first, second, and third slime balls of the world.
Brogan, you're out there mining?
Dude, I'm gonna come back and I'm
Mushroom
gonna.
Island.
Oh,
Oh
are you
my gosh.
serious?
Oh.
I'm kidding. I wish.
Aw, dude, you can't
Make
do
that
that.
number 6 for Evan.
You
No,
can't
the way I
do
died,
that.
I started digging a hole into the ground, dude, and literally 5 zombies jumped into that same hole with me all at once.
Dude, you can't be
That's number
joking about
6.
mushroom like that, man. It's not
Number 6 on the
cool.
board for Evan.
That is number 6. I gotta
Wait, is
figure
that
out how to do
actually
this
number
counter.
6?
Yeah, why you holding a bone,
Like
bro?
3.
Wait, I thought you only had
Like
like
Yo,
2. I thought you only had like 1 or 2.
these zombies killed me, then they just took all my stuff.
Nice.
They're just walking around with all of my food.
Dang, I thought you only had one or
Oh,
two. I didn't realize you had that many already.
Yeah, that was my third death.
Oh, okay.
To
I don't even
total,
want to
total
count my
together,
one.
we're
I
at, like,
usually go
6.
flawless on realms.
I
Nope.
know. I'm really upset that I died early too. I'm not gonna lie. I guess
That's
that's
it. We
what
gotta restart.
I guess that's what we get for not paying attention and talking about God.
No, if I'm keeping it a buck with you, if I was on my PC, I wouldn't have died.
That's true.
There's so much cool.
Honestly, I believe you.
I found an outpost.
Nice. Oh shoot, I'm gonna
I
die.
don't really want to challenge it because I think I'm gonna die.
Oh yeah, it's on hard mode, so you probably would. The pillagers would probably like two-shot you.
What if I go let the Iron Golem out?
That honestly could give you a fighting chance, maybe.
They have range on me though.
Dude, I can't believe I'm resorting to rotten flesh. I never do that.
There's more grub in the chest at the house.
Oh shoot, skeleton. Wait, so this is an odd
What's
question.
down
So if you join into a Twitch chat, can you see the messages that were sent before you joined?
I don't think so, no.
Dang. Okay, I was gonna say we should like post a question into the chat and like have it be there. I'm dead. Gosh darn it, dude.
Brogan.
I don't know what to do, dude.
How's my armor looking? Oh, my leggings are taking a...
There's a spider that crawled through the window of the house.
Oh,
There's
yo!
Evan, help! Evan, help!
Dude, that's the one holding my bone, bro. He stole that bone from me.
There's
Evan,
a...
help!
I think there's cooked pork chops in the chest, by the way.
Dude, honestly, we're slaying this guy.
Dude, we are.
Let me put this.
By the way, our spawn area kind of sucks. It's all like oceans with hilly mountains.
Nah, dude, you can't say that about our world. This is the best world we've ever. This is the best world we've ever
The
had.
seed sucks. The seed sucks.
Oh, that's a
Yo, whoa, how'd the
witch.
spider get? Oh, he just crawl through.
Oh, shit.
Oh, whoa!
So we got 1 death, 2 death, 3 death. Kind of sad, not gonna
No.
lie.
Evan's about to get 4.
Oh no! Did you guys just? Is anybody up here? Is anybody?
No,
See what just
I'm
happened.
gone. I'm trying to get my stuff back.
A creeper just blew up literally a whole corner of the place.
No.
Evan.
No, I didn't do anything, dude. It's just a creeper. Since we have open windows, like nothing.
Evan, you gotta repair it.
There's only one way. I'm digging a hidey hole as fast as I can.
Evan.
No, dude, no chance.
Just for the moment, because I am about to die. I gotta wait until day.
No chance, dude.
Looks like I'm never coming back from my adventure. I'm just gonna build out here.
Dude, you can't leave us
And then
like this.
whenever-
Dude,
And then whenever we get...
Did I really just find diamonds?
And then whenever we get another portal, we'll just build tunnels through each other.
Dude, I'm balling out here. I just got diamonds. I'm literally
That
the
diamond
best.
ain't gonna save Schmebs.
Dude, I'm just gonna build another portal right now. I'm gonna beat you to it. Why not?
Oh, I'm dead. Maybe.
No, you
Maybe
can't be
not.
dead. If
No,
you're
I'm
dead, then the
Duke
rest
Chisel.
of us don't have a chance.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. This seed gotta suck.
No, you
Right,
can't
Evan?
say that.
Yeah, I mean, I almost just died again.
Alright, iron armor. It's iron armor time, baby.
That's what I'm trying to get, but I can't find a cave. What the heck?
There we go, baby. Iron armored up. Now I won't die to the terrible mobs anymore, maybe. Hopefully.
Are you like above land?
Me?
Me?
Yeah,
Uh,
Robbie.
Who?
I know that you're underground, Bergen.
Yeah,
okay.
I am.
Okay, tell me when it's day.
I just fell into like a pit, so I'm no longer above ground. But I'm going back up.
I
Oh,
gotta actually do
shoot.
something useful for once here.
All right. So Evan, what conversation you got? What are the topics you got?
I have a bunch. Like I could literally go all day.
Dude, just keep going.
um,
Bring up another one, man.
What is up
yeah,
with
no.
airplane food?
All right, so here's here's the deal with airplane food. Um, so something that I got recently,
Yeah.
it's called the Evidence Study Bible. It's an
Oh yeah,
epic
you were talking
Bible
about
with
that.
commentary. Yeah, with commentary from Ray Comfort. He's a big evangelist from Living Waters. I love him. He has awesome content. He evangelizes in probably one of the best ways, I think. So I bought this Bible, and it comes with like 200 of the most asked questions and objections about the faith.
Okay.
So one is this: how long is a day? This is like in Genesis when we're talking about it, like so, like the days.
Okay. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
to creation, because there's so many views on it, like with like the Big
Oh yeah.
Bang
There's
and
so many
people talk about
views.
evolution and everything, and it's like how long actually is a day? Because there are people who think that the world was created over billions and billions of years. Some people think that it was created in a full actual 7 days. Um, stuff
Dude, and
like
that
that.
that leads into like kind of another topic that's very similarly related, which is the different theories, right? Like the
Uh,
gap
yeah.
theory and the older theory, the younger theory, like because that I mean that's not exactly the same, but it's like definitely a related
I mean,
conversation,
definitely
right?
with like young Earth and old Earth, yeah.
Hmm.
I remember. Sorry, I just ate a chip. I
Dude, I'm
remember
kind of
when
hungry. I'm not
Jeremiah
gonna
actually
lie.
on his Instagram, because I remember I was having a conversation with Knight. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of on the side. I think the Earth is like in the thousands range. I
Big
don't really think
time,
it's
Edmund.
billions years old.
Oh, really? Because that's
And
different from whenever I talk to him.
really,
I mean this.
but the point is,
I mean this was a
he
really
told
long
me
time
that
ago. I talked to him about this, but he was
he was like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, well, I was just gonna say, like, whenever I talked to him a really long time ago, he thought, like, we were kind of brainwashed because of our time, like, at our private school to not say what it
Yeah.
actually was, so people can't, you know, track that down. But like at our private Christian school, right? Like, he thought we were brainwashed because we believed the Earth was thousands of years old, whenever like nobody else believes that. And he
Mhm.
was like, it's just like nobody else really says that, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, there are like
Yeah.
other people who genuinely say that. Like, there's even some scientists who say like, well, God could have done it in this way. And like, one of the arguments that I don't think I used this at the time, but like I used this argument for somebody else who was talking about this, right? Like, because they didn't believe the Earth was young. They were like, well, what about all these things that like we look out and um like we see things that are dated to like millions of years old, like and science says so, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, Adam wasn't created as a child, right? Like, he wasn't created as a baby, he was created as a fully grown dude. And like, I guarantee if you dated Adam, you would have dated him as like probably a 30, 40-year old guy, or however old he would have been, right? So why couldn't he have created the earth the same way? Like, why couldn't he have created the earth old, just like he did with Adam?
That's I've never thought about that.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
interesting,
like that.
actually.
That's just one like argument that I've used and like other people have used. Like, I don't know if I necessarily think like the young Earth theory is accurate. Like, I think there's a lot that could be, and I think it's interesting to argue for a lot of them. But usually, whenever I talk to kind of like old Earth creationists, like some of them usually say that kind of a deal.
Mhm. I mean, I just
See,
my thing is I would
whatever.
tell like well I was gonna say well the thing about with Maya is he thought I was so like he thought I was the only guy who thought that. He thought I was absolutely insane. I was like, dude,
Really?
I'm
And then
not. I'm like you could
people don't
before.
know who Maya is. You have to kind of like elaborate.
Well, yeah, he's just a friend that we have. We
Yeah.
went to school with him, and then he went somewhere else for a while, and I don't know. We just haven't seen him in for a while. I don't know what to say. I mean, he's just a guy that we know. He's just a guy.
Whoa.
He's always been one of my best friends. Anyways, I tell him one night because we're having a conversation about religion or Christianity or whatever, and he's like, "That's insane that you believe that." I'm like, "I'm really not. There's a lot of people who think that." He goes, "Dude, nobody thinks that." I'm like, "Go on your Instagram story right now and type in Christians.
Oh,
Only
I
Christians are
remember
allowed to
that.
answer the." Yeah, yeah. Do you remember? He goes, "Only Christians are allowed to answer this. Who believe the or he was like, okay, tell me, Earth thousands of years old or billions of years old?" And he had to vote, and literally most of the votes were
Mhm.
like thousands because they were all people from our school,
Mhm. Mhm.
and he was shocked by that. And then he's like, all right, then let me ask another question." He thought I was the only guy who thought that.
But yeah, dude, like
Sorry for cutting you off, Robbie.
Oh
oh yeah,
my
Evan
gosh. Wait,
or
what?
Bert, you go with your thing first before I say my thing.
I was just gonna say like if I don't know how to describe it. Like saying like us being able to determine what is million years old is like almost impossible. Like how could we do that? The people doing it are so young, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Well,
No, I agree with that actually.
I
That's like
know
saying
like
humans are right about everything.
well, I mean there's like these are some people like well that kind of leads into exactly what I was going to say, right? Like before I went to college up in New York, I didn't think that Christians could believe in the Big Bang Theory. I just thought like those
Yeah.
were mutually exclusive terms, and I was very shocked whenever I went to New York, and it was like a popular belief that you know the Earth was like that's how God created things. Like He spoke the Earth into existence, and that moment was the Big Bang. And I was just very shocked by that. Um, but I mean, it makes sense. It's a very kind of forward progressive school, and it's a very oh my gosh, um, it's a big
Dang.
it's a school that's very focused on science, and some of the professors there that I've studied under in science courses, they're some of like the smartest people I've ever known. And I took a cosmology class actually one time, which was one of the most interesting classes I ever took. And it was just like explaining the it was like a kind of intro course to space, right? And like it went over the basic functions of space and like how it came to be and how it like how what the cycles of it look like supernovas and galaxies being created and stars being created and how planets form and like all this super interesting information. And he was one of the professors that believed in the Big Bang, right? And he explained one time during course, like, cause like people would question him about it every once in a while, and he gave a reason, right, as to one of the reasons why he believes it. And in this argument, like he's kind of right. To like, I mean, obviously, like God could work in a mysterious way that would
Yeah.
make this otherwise, right? But his argument is that we know the speed of light, right? Like we can track that down to the millisecond. And we know that there are
What?
galaxies that are billions of light years away from us. So if the Earth was not billions of years old and God didn't use the Big Bang, then how would we possibly be able to see those galaxies billions of light years away if the light wouldn't have had that much time to travel to us yet? And I was like, dang, that's a really smart argument for the Earth being very old. Because technically, like, that would be how you would date
Oh
it, right? Like, you
my
would
gosh.
date, this would be, like, you look to how far out you can see in space, right? And you would be, well, we have to, the Earth, or not the Earth, but the universe has to be at least this old because we can see that far out into space. Because the light would have had to travel that long to get to our eyes.
Yeah.
And like I
I
said,
guess that makes
like
sense.
God could work in a way that that wouldn't be the case, right? And I'm not saying I'm supporting the Big Bang here. I'm just saying it's a really interesting argument in favor of people who support the Big Bang, I guess.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, I know Christians who believe in the Big Bang. I know Christians who think that the world could be billions of years old.
Hmm.
I don't really think it matters that much, to be honest.
Yeah, and I had a argument with a friend one time about this because he went to New York with me to school, right? And everybody there believed in the Big Bang, right? And I was very skeptical about it at first, and he was way more skeptical than I was. And he was like, "Dude, I don't." And we were having a conversation one time, and he was like, "Dude, I don't know if I can like do this. I don't believe this at all." And I was like, "Dude, you don't have to believe this. This is just like what people believe here, right?" And we talked about it for a long time, and eventually that's kind of what the argument came down to. I told him straight up, I was like, dude, you can believe how you want to believe, they can believe how they want to believe. It doesn't make
Oh
them
my
any less
gosh.
Christian if they believe this way. Like, you're not going to heaven or hell based on how old you believe the earth is, right? Like, you're not going to have a
Act like
test.
it's like a salvation issue when in
Yeah.
reality it's really not.
Like, you're not going to get to heaven, and God's not going to have a quiz in front of you, and he's going to ask, how old is the earth? And it's like the matter of whether you get into hell or not, right? And like, there's so many different beliefs on the matter. Like, I've met
Determines
people.
whether you get into hell.
Yeah, I guess
It's
I
not
guess that
whether
was a
you
weird.
go.
I guess that was a weird way to word that. Yeah.
Man, if you were to get into hell, answer these questions wrong.
Get to these
Mhm.
questions,
Oh, dude, have you guys
Oh,
but
that was funny.
have you guys ever seen that
By the
that?
way, I'm getting my butt beat on hard mode. Some zombie just had a iron shovel and two shot me.
Night. Oh wait, are you dead?
I died, but I reset my spawn point before I went into this cave.
Oh, okay. So what? We're at two deaths, four deaths, or what are we at now? Evan, are you keeping score?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure we're at like
2-4.
9 or 10.
Okay. Dang.
I'm at
Well,
one dying on my own.
to be
I
honest, I'm
found
definitely much more interested in individual deaths over all of our deaths combined. I just want to. I
Let
just
me
want to.
let me get
Oh.
something so I can actually tally these up.
yeah, Evan's at an unfair advantage because he doesn't even.
I died like 6 times, I think.
He died 4 total. I thought.
Yo,
I don't know, dude. I just keep dying. I'm in a hidey hole right now. I've been in a hidey hole for 2/3 of
Yeah,
the
quit
time we've been
doing that.
playing. Dude, I keep dying.
Rebuild.
but yeah,
I
dude,
suck at Minecraft.
like just talking, like I've heard so many different perspectives on this. Like I've heard people who
Yeah.
believe like old Earth theory, like God did, create it in however many days, but he made it look old, like Adam. And like, I mean, there's a lot
It's a
more
good one,
reasoning.
actually.
Like, there's a lot more reasoning that goes into that, and it would take me a lot longer to explain, so I won't go into it. But like, I've heard people who heard
Yeah.
that theory. I've heard some people say, like, the young Earth creationist debate, where it's like he literally created in 6 24-hour days, and the Earth is like 10,000 years old. I've heard arguments that say like, well, the Earth is only however many 10,000 years old, but it wasn't 6 24-hour days. It was very long periods of time or very short periods of time, or he just created it all in an instant. And and then the analogy for the 6 days is just truly an analogy. It's not like he literally created in 6 days. It's 10,000 years old. He created an instant, and then the 6 days is just an allegory, right? And like there's just so many different views on this subject. It's so interesting to talk about.
But my Ray Comfort Evidence Study Bible says,
Hmm.
it just it basically just talks about. He doesn't really go into like theories or like to say like how we'd really know. He
Hmm.
just basically goes off of what the words are. He's saying like
Oh,
they're like
interesting.
literal translations of the word that mean a literal 24 hours.
Hmm.
But I don't really think that really means anything in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree.
Uh,
Dang it, dude. I think we lost another viewer. I'm gonna be honest. Is it
That
okay?
I
was me
think
on my
Evan just
phone.
quit viewing.
Oh, every time you leave the to check something on your phone, it dips. Because
Yeah,
it
good
was at
show.
2 viewers and it went back up to 3, and then it went back down to 2 now. So I thought we had another viewer stop in, but I guess not. I've been trying to watch it.
Just med dogging around.
I mean, another problem is that we're streaming in the Minecraft category, which there's like hundreds of billions of people doing
Oh
that.
yeah,
So
true.
like Minecraft's a hard category to
Yeah,
get recognized in. So oh well.
I'm stuck in a mine shaft.
It
I'm
might
actually
take
gonna try to do something.
some time for us to like get traction, but like I'm not worried about it. I mean, especially like if we start like promoting this to people we know, and like Bert, especially if you get that TikTok thing going, that'll be a huge boost in followers if we get the TikTok thing going. Because that's like there's so many people who would view that all the time, right? Like
Yeah.
And
that'd
I'm
be
dead.
so many free views.
All right, that's number 11.
Whatever we can possibly do to get more eyes on the gospel, that I want to do that.
Positively
Wait.
factual.
So like I keep
Yeah.
talking about like wanting to get more views and stuff. I'm not doing that for us. I'm doing that because like there's good stuff here and a lot of people need to hear it. If anybody's watching this in recap.
I'll tell you another good question.
I would
Okay.
say we have to get like funny clips though that have
Yeah, we
Bible
should get funny
references.
clips.
Well, that's what I was
That have
saying,
Bible
Bert. Like,
references.
Bert, if you're able to figure out the Twitch clips thing, that would probably be your best way of getting. Because, like, anytime anything interesting happens, conversation wise, funny wise, like, you can just clip it. Because then you're not going to have to go through. Because, like, otherwise, you're going to have to go through this 2 hour long VOD and
Yeah.
chop it down. And I feel like that's going to be a lot harder than if you just do the Twitch clips thing. Like, even if you
Well,
took.
everything's gonna be from your POV, unless something funny happens, and then I screen record it and then like sync the.
Oh, yeah, dude, do
Or,
that.
like me and Evan, like if something funny happens, we just
Yeah. That's actually a
I
good
be the
idea.
one clipping these because I can clip stuff.
Yeah,
That's what it
anytime,
says.
Evan should be the one clipping.
I was
anytime.
gonna say yeah.
Yeah. Evan, just honestly, don't even worry about clipping too, because like even if we have 50 clips, that's still a lot better than having a 5 hour VOD to run
Yeah.
through. So
Yeah.
just clip like anything even moderately interesting or funny, and then that's still a lot less for
Clip
Bert to
anything
go
that's
through.
anything informational,
I
funny.
was saying like we should record like through Xbox
Do
our
that. We'll do that too. Like if you guys have something funny happen on your end, then Xbox record it.
and then that way you could just sync.
Because then, like Bert, whenever you're going back through the footage,
Reaper, dude.
you'll have you and Evan's Xbox record clips, and you'll have all the Twitch clips, and like that'll be plenty of like stuff to go through.
Not trying to brag, but I've been in a mine.
Wait, what was that?
You
I'm not
like
trying to
cut out for a
brag, but I've. Oh my god! What the?
Yeah, you cut out for a little bit.
I got poisoned
Dude, you did get poisoned,
Real life?
honestly.
by a witch. It transferred
Oh,
over
oh.
IRL.
It
I-
transferred over
Yeah,
into
I
real
thought-
life.
Dude, no, you know what this is?
God.
I'm surprised you haven't said it yet, Evan. You know what this is?
I have to eat this. I'm too scared.
This is
To
Satan
die.
trying to set us back. Satan knows that this is a good thing and he doesn't want it to happen, so he's trying to make Bert sick. That's what's going on here, man.
You ain't got no spell on me. I'm on top of the world.
Don't
top
worry.
of the world.
Satan can try to set us back, but if God wants it to happen, it's gonna happen. Dude, just like our
Holy.
Christmas Outreach project, you know, Satan tried to set us back. Didn't work.
Man, I wish I would have brought more of my. I had so many book bags I could have brought. I'm pretty sure. Holy! A chest with 3 diamonds. Jeez.
Don't worry, dude. We're gonna get viewers on this Twitch. We're gonna get viewers on your Instagram account. We're gonna get viewers on all these stuff, and then like we're just the amount of donations, that we'll be able to get through these platforms, we're gonna be able to do so much good next Christmas. Like God's gonna be able to do so much good through us next Christmas with the amount of help we'll be able to have. I'm quite excited for it.
Indeed, Rogan. I wish I could just teleport Evan to me.
Dude, you talking about cheating already?
I know Evan's just sitting in a hole.
Yo, man, I'm putting in that
Hey,
work.
editor, show me Evan's POV.
I'm doing in that work.
Man, this would be such a different story if I was on my PC. It'd be such a different story if I was on my PC.
I literally came up for 2 seconds. This is the worst.
Dude, I love Mineshafts, but I also hate them because it is so hard to fully explore. You know what I
What?
mean?
What do you mean?
I love cave shafts, but I hate them because I never feel like I feel like I
Dude, you
always
found the
miss out.
mine shaft?
Yeah, I've been in it for like an hour.
Dang, I didn't even know you found a mine shaft. That's sick.
I'm at full diamond set. I found a spider spawner, cave spider spawner. Found my dad.
What?
Just-
What?
He was down here.
Man.
I don't know. I'm so lost. I'm so sick
What am I
too.
looking for? Actually,
Logan, which
But
way?
yeah,
have
Logan,
I gone yet?
wasn't gonna say. Yeah, dude, I literally have like questions for days.
Dude, that's what we need to see. I mean, I've got like a couple
This
more
study
things in
Bible's
mind.
amazing.
Like, I've got a couple more things in mind, but like, if you're able to come up, like, I don't have nearly as much as it sounds like you have. So if you got questions you want to ask, go
Well,
for it.
this one's not really a question. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a question. I feel like I know the answer to it though.
Okay.
So the question a lot of people would be like, well, how could there be light before the sun?
Ooh,
Like, how
you're
was there light?
right.
Like, God said, "Let there be light," but that was literally before He made the sun.
Dude, wait, have we had this? Have we had this conversation before?
He emits
Probably, I
light.
imagine.
Dude, because I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but I want you to go for it anyways.
I mean, what this study Bible says, and like what my thing has always been, is that God literally is the light.
Mm-hmm. I kind of thought that's what you were gonna say, dude. Like,
Because I mean,
that makes
it
so much
literally
sense,
even
though.
says like the Bible tells us that God is light. First
Mhm.
John, chapter 1, verse 5, and in Revelation 22, verse 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, there's light because God literally is light.
Yeah,
I mean, think about like hell. It's like eternal darkness. I mean, that's because you're separated from God.
hmm Dude, exactly. Like, honestly, I don't know if I've ever heard any other, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know if I've even ever heard any other, like, explanations for that. I feel like that's the only one that I've ever heard, if I'm being honest, is just that explanation. Which it makes so much
That's the
sense,
only one
too,
I've heard.
right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard any other
Oh
way of
my
explaining it.
gosh.
mhm. It just makes a ton of sense.
Dude,
Bert, I
I'm
just
getting
looked
my
at my
butt
map.
kicked on these.
You're so far out
Yeah.
there. Like, I just looked at the map for the first time in a while.
I'm getting my butt kicked in the stupid mine shaft, dude. There's mobs everywhere.
Wait, Bert, or Evan, did you rejoin the Twitch stream thing?
No, I don't know who that is. I think that's just somebody in the stream. It could be Jake.
Oh, wait, did Jake text
I
you
did.
back?
I sent him a link. He says,
Hello,
well, I told
partner.
him. He's like, I'll get on. He goes, I'm at the gym right now. And I'm like, oh, no, you're good. I just wanted to send you a link so you could see what it looks like.
Oh, wait. So does it sound like he'll join us after he's done at the gym?
He seems like he wants to, yeah.
Oh, dude, like I would love for him to join. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
not
me
ju-
too.
not just because I want to exploit him for his food. No, I'm kidding. No, like genuinely,
Dude, I
like
do
that
need this
guy.
farm. He's good at making
I
farms.
want to hear some of his opinions on this kind of stuff, cause like that guy's so
He
smart.
does have good opinions.
Dude, guys, I'm struggling. I've hit 3 different non-cave spider spawners within the same mine shaft.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
Like spawners
Trying to
that
repair our house.
like what's it called? Like cave spider ones that spawn in cave. Like,
Yeah,
mine-
the cave spider one.
I found 2 zombies and a spider
oh, dude, if you
in
find
this mine shaft.
if you find a skeleton spawner, no, that's gonna be a different story. Skeleton
I know, but
spawners
I can
truly
get my
are the goat.
Yeah,
They truly are the goat.
man, this is what it feels like to be a man in the 21st century.
Oh, dude, have you ever seen that meme? It's Minecraft is the most
shoot.
popular game among youths,
Oh wait, I
in the
remember
modern
talking
day,
about this.
and it's like the
Yeah, I
caption
saw that.
underneath it is, "Dude, the children yearn for the mines. Child safety laws were a mistake."
Schmebs yearns for the mine, but he
Dude,
can't survive.
I'd be
long.
fiending for the mines.
Dude, Smebs is kind of like he
Oh,
doesn't know what to
shoot.
do without mining in Minecraft. Like this,
I don't know
like
what to get rid of in my inventory.
That actually is my only thing I can do in Minecraft. I
that's what
suck
I'm
at
saying,
building.
dude. If there's one thing you do in Minecraft, it's the mining part.
It's mine, dude. I love mining.
Dude, I'm gonna start like snacking on some stuff. I'm freaking hungry.
Okay,
I'll tell you
I
one
left the
thing.
mine shaft.
I'm
So
putting wood on these windows, dude.
Dude, that's what I like to see.
Because I can't. I just keep dying. Like, can we just be in an enclosed area for like 5 minutes?
Dude, we need one of those epic Bert like underground bases going.
there's no way I can build anything if I'm not on PC.
That's true.
This
That's
is
true.
terrible.
That's true, honestly.
I'm struggling to even fight things. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to it. Oh my gosh. Holy gosh, I'm gonna have to start singing hymns to keep myself alive down here.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to
This
put back
is
on the
insane.
I forgot to put back on the Spotify music after we were done listening to that Hebrew psalm. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, did you have Spotify music playing?
I had Spotify music playing at the start, but then like very soon
Oh,
into
is
it.
that what that was?
Oh yeah, can
Oh
you use
my
Spotify?
gosh.
I heard it earlier.
Should I keep the
Oh, sick.
Spotify going or should I turn it off?
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me listen to it.
Or is it too loud?
Keep it going. It's very. It's like very background.
Okay, that's good. Like that's what I was kind of hoping for. I want to
Yeah,
find
it's,
something like
like,
very
very
background
background.
music.
It's hard to. It's very hard to like even hear it.
Oh, dude, so here's something interesting. I mean, I know the answer to this one, but do you guys know the reason why? So at the end of every single day, right? So for instance, on the first day, God called the light day and darkness he called night, and there was evening and there was morning the first day. I know the answer to this, but do you guys know the reason why they list it evening first and then morning second?
I do know this. That's because in like Hebrew society, the day started in the evening. Didn't the day start at like 6?
Yeah, the day
Like 6 p.m.
started. The day started when you got back from work.
Yeah.
So like you'd get back from work, and that would be when the quote-unquote day would begin. You started your day with dinner and spending time with your family, and then sleeping. and then you ended your day spending it working, doing whatever trade you did, which is super interesting. Like, they just had such a different concept of time than we did.
That would be weird to have that feeling of the day starting at the end of your work day.
Yeah, like, just like that subtle change. Like, it's not like the day actually got longer or shorter or anything like that. Like, it's still the same day, but just them viewing
Yeah.
it that way, like, that's like completely changes up everything, right? Like, I don't know. That's just so weird to think about.
Wait, does that have to do with something even bigger? Oh, what was that? Does that also have to do with like the resurrection too? Christ. Like when we talk
Oh,
about like
Yeah.
3 days and 3 nights, like the reason why, but like like it's like, how does it make any sense for it to be like that long and say it happened on a Sunday or something? But it literally is because of
Yeah, because the
the difference
argument.
with their days. The days started
Because
literally
the argument
6.
is he wasn't really dead for 3 days, right? Because if he died Friday night,
Yeah.
then he wasn't really dead for 3 days. But that's because of how they perceived time, right? That's why it was 3 days. And I don't remember the exact like way it like laid out, but I know you're right. That's the reason why they view it that way, is because of like the time difference or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they just don't realize that there's like an actual different way that they viewed time.
Dude,
Or
it's
not like a
crazy
completely
stuff.
different way, but that the start and the end of the day were just at completely different times.
Crazy stuff, dude. Super interesting stuff.
And
Man,
now I'm gonna test trying to clip that.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so
dude.
lost.
Oh, I see how this works.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, do you need me to?
Man, I
have-
don't know if we should be playing on complete hard mode right off the bat. I feel like that's just kind of detouring us from being able to build. So we're struggling more.
I mean, I guess if you want me to change it, I could. Feels kind of lame, but if you want me to, I could, I guess.
Fine, be that way, Logan. I guess we won't be able to.
No, we'll
Get
leave it
the
up to
building
a
yet.
vote, right? We'll leave it up to a vote, right? So Evan then would have to be the deciding factor, because we got you on one end, we got me on another end, so it's got to be up to
Perfect
Evan.
world for Evan would be on peaceful.
Ooh, actually,
Wait,
that's true.
what's the vote? What are we voting?
Does it stay on hard mode, or do we change it to an easier difficulty?
I wouldn't mind going easier. I absolutely suck at
Fine.
Minecraft, and I'm getting
Fine.
destroyed.
Okay, okay.
I don't want to go peaceful.
But-
Normal mode.
Absolutely not.
But whenever we get later in the game and we're set up, it has to go back to hard mode. Deal?
I mean, I'm down for that. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Because the reason well, first of all, I like hard mode just because
You're
it's
the
hard mode.
mind trying to support Evan.
I mean,
Hey,
I
he's
like
my
hard mode
wife.
because it's hard mode, but also on top of hard mode being hard mode, like farms are more effective in hard mode. So that's another reason why I like hard mode, is because when you have farms
Wait,
set
really?
up, yeah, they're more effective in hard mode.
I didn't know that.
Well, like, I'm talking like mob farms and stuff. So like if you have a raid farm set up, or if you have like a zombie skeleton, like they're more effective in hard mode. So that's why I like playing on hard mode more.
Yeah, let's also get that keep inventory on.
Okay,
Every
well, I'm
time
in-
I walk outside,
No,
there's
no, we're not doing keep inventory. All right, are we going normal or
No
easy?
kidding. Normal.
normal's fine.
Okay, fine. It's on normal mode. Gosh, you guys win. I accept that.
I can't even walk outside without getting destroyed.
I'm
Dude,
out here
there's
trying to support Evan
take
by
a-
being in the cave.
dude, take the iron in the chest to make some iron armor. I brought like a whole bunch back.
I was gonna say, I actually was gonna say, can I use some of this?
Yeah, dude, like that's why I brought it back, was because you know, you guys can use it to make iron
Dude.
armor. And back to the mines I go. The children yearn for the mines.
Literally living
I
free.
like-
None of this stuff is mine.
We're basically
Alright.
just your sugar daddies, basically.
Basically, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
Oh wait, dude, where's my book? I gotta pull it up. It's a digital book, so I have to pull it up on my computer. Dude, where is it at? Oh, I have to. Actually, I can't pull it up right now. Dude, I'm
You're
reading
allowed to.
this one book
Cool.
for my class. Like, I'm taking a class right now, and I'm reading a book for it, and it's called Switch something, and it's called the main title of the book is Switch, and then there's like a mini title underneath that. I don't remember what it is, but essentially it's a leadership book, and it has to do with how to create change whenever change is hard. And I was reading this one chapter, and it was super funny at first, but then I was like, oh, it's actually kind of sad. So it was like a health crisis, and I don't remember what country it was. It was some country in like sub-Saharan Africa, I think. I don't remember exactly where. And it was like this huge health crisis. I think it was like HIV or some like sexually transmitted disease, or I don't remember. It was some terrible disease, right? And they were trying to find a way to stop that being spread, and they found that it sounds so funny at first, but the way that the disease was primarily being spread was legitimately through sugar daddies, because there were so many older dudes who were rich in that area, and there were so many younger women who were dirt poor, that it just instinctively happened like all over the place. And that was like the primary way that the disease was being spread. And it was like,
Oh my gosh.
like
Was it like a big deal? Was it like a huge thing?
it was a
and like,
huge deal. Like, cause sugar daddies were so
My
prominent
gosh.
in that area, right?
Yeah.
And like it gets kind of like it gets kind of like descriptive and weird, but they kind of had to for the
Oh
point of the story.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
to put it lightly, essentially the reason why the disease was being spread more in those situations than every other, regular relationship was because, I don't really know how to put it lightly, but essentially in those like sugar daddy type relationships, right? The younger woman didn't really have a say at all, essentially. Because like the guy was her entire life support, so they wouldn't have like any form of like protection or anything like that. So that's why the disease was spreading so like rampantly, and they couldn't stop it because of that. And there's like a whole story about how like it's kind of funny. They started it by like shaming the sugar daddies, but not directly. So they started running like this campaign where they got some people on board, and they were like, those like commercials on TV that are like the anti-smoke ads, and it's like, don't be like that guy who like smokes in this area. They did the same thing. It was like, don't be like that guy who is a sugar daddy for younger women. And like it caught on so much that like everybody knew about it, and like they single-handedly stopped it through that. And it's kind of funny, actually.
My gosh. It's
Anyways.
in a society where those types of ads actually work.
Mhm. Anyways,
Because I honestly think anti-smoking ads don't work at all.
that's a long story to get to that point. Anyways, we can go back to what else we were talking about.
Well, that's insane. I've never heard of that in my entire life.
I didn't either until just yesterday.
Huh. Dang.
Anyways,
I'm still cool with you guys being my sugar daddies though. I need stuff. I need diamonds.
oh yeah, that's
Come on,
why we
let's
brought
go.
it up, because you got because
Back it up. Come on. Mommy's waiting.
Dude, I've been in this mine shaft for like 6 years.
Dude, Jake's gonna be our
I need to,
Jake's gonna
I
be
need
our
to get mine.
food sugar daddy, dude.
That will be nice. I hate getting food, so.
I hate getting food too. Wait, I just
Logan, did that person's message go away in the chat? Can you tell me? That, like the first one we got, is it still there?
Well, if new people join, they shouldn't be able to see it, right?
No. I tried something to see if it would clear it.
Oh, I mean, it seems like it's gone.
I
just refreshed
Okay,
the chat
yeah.
right now.
I tried
It
to
doesn't seem to be there.
Okay, yeah, I tried a command.
Dude, I just thought of would it be like very heretical if we observed the Lord's Supper in Minecraft? Like how heretical would that be?
Like what do you
heaven
like,
levels?
You
Well, because Bird made a joke. Bird made a joke earlier, right? Like about bread in Minecraft being the Lord's like bread kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've had that in the back of my mind, and I'm like, well, because like
You mean like communion?
yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you meant communion or you meant like the act of the Last Supper.
Okay, I feel like that's actually pretty heretical the more I think about it.
Yeah, because now when you say the word communion, you're like, yeah, it's interesting.
Well, I'm like,
I feel like
I don't
when
know,
you're
'cause,
doing
like,
it in
so-
person, like in real life, and you're
So-
actually seeing the blood and the
Yeah,
body, and
I
you're
think
like,
you have
oh,
to,
wow,
like,
this is
actually-
deep. This is profound.
I think you actually have to eat it for it to take effect, because it's a sacrament, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like you actually have to be eating it for it to take effect. Like whether it's wine or grape juice or like whatever type of bread, like it has to be physically eaten for it to be a
I
sacrament.
mean, yeah, it's just something that holds weight to the. Like in Minecraft, if we were to do that, we'd be like, all right, this is just some digital thing. When you're in church doing it and you're actually looking down at the wine and
gosh.
the bread, and you're like, wow, like this is his body he broke for me. This is his blood that he shed for me.
Are we about
And-
to get into
you know
an
what I mean?
argument about transubstantiation and consubstantiation?
Yo, I
Ooh.
would if I knew what that was. In a way, I
You
kind
don't
of know what that is.
Okay, so
I have an idea and I know,
this is
but
the
I'm not
issue.
entirely sure.
To break it down as lightly as possible, this is the reason that the early Protestant churches split. Was over the Lord's Supper because they didn't agree what it actually meant. So
Okay.
there's like
Yeah,
four-
let's see what we think it means then. I'm
That's
excited.
it. God's gamers are about to split on the first
Well,
night.
Well, that's the
First stream split.
that's the joke I was trying to make, was that we're gonna split already
We
over
might.
that issue.
We
Well,
might
it's
just
like,
split,
dude,
This
churches-
might be it. I'm done.
Churches, even to this day, get so heated over this. Like, there's certain churches
Oh, I
that
imagine.
legitimately will not have communion with other churches because they believe differently. Like, it's bad. It's so bad. But like, there's like 4 different views. And I don't remember exactly which ones are called, but I remember what they all mean. So the first view on the one end of the spectrum is that it is purely symbolic. Like, Jesus told us to continue to take the Lord's Supper as a symbol, as a reminder of what he did for us. That's the first view. The second view is that Christ is spiritually present in the Lord's Supper, right? Like Christ is truly present in the observance of communion, right? The third view is that and I forget if this is consubstantiation or transubstantiation. I always get the two mixed up. But the third view essentially is that the bread and the wine are actually Christ's body and blood whenever we eat them. Not like physically his body and blood, but they are his body and his blood whenever we eat them. And then the fourth view, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum of the symbolism argument, is that whenever you eat it, they literally turn into the physical body and blood of Jesus Christ.
Physical, actual, yeah. That's like that's more of a Catholic thing, right?
I actually don't
Is that
know
like a thing
which. I actually don't know which traditions like observe which of those 4 beliefs, but I know those are the 4 beliefs of communion.
I'm more of the I think it's symbolic, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess I
I'm
do
the
just think it's
second one.
symbolic.
I'm more the
I
second.
can see the second one.
I used to
I
be
can
the
see how it's
first
the
one.
second one.
I used to be the first one,
Yeah.
but I'm more in the second one now. I think Christ truly is like spiritually present in the moment when it's taking place.
Well, the thing about that though is, in general, I would say he's there. Because it says, when two or more are gathered in my name, my presence is there.
Well, I guess it's not only that Christ is present in it, because like you said, like sure he's always present, right? But it's more like whenever you eat it, Christ.
Well, I guess they
like,
consecrate it, don't they?
yeah.
Don't some churches consecrate like the bread and the wine before they give it, or the juice or whatever you use?
Yeah. So like it's more saying like Christ literally becomes spiritually present in you in a new way when you partake of it, and I feel like I've become more
I'd
along
say
those
that.
lines, because like
I would say that.
I've heard really good arguments on all ends, and like I used to be the symbolic way, but I've started to lean more into that way because like we truly do view it as like a sacrament, right? And we're commanded to actually take it, and I think like. And I mean, I could go more into that, but like, I think I really truly have kind of gone more into that way of thinking the more like I've actually looked into it. But I
That's
don't...
also interesting because now that I think about it, it reminds me of something. I've been going to my church for a while now. We haven't taken communion once. Red flag.
Really?
That's a red flag.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a red flag. I'm gonna be honest.
I could have just kept missing the same week where they do it.
Oh, maybe.
Because I just started going like maybe a month or a month and a half ago.
That could be
Maybe
it.
I just keep. You know, some do it like the first of the month,
Mhm.
or like the last Sunday of the month.
Yeah, like
That's
there's people
probably
who
what
do
happens.
it monthly. There's people who do it bi-monthly. There's people that do it weekly. It just depends.
So like I don't know.
Oh, I
Logan,
just
you're
maybe
getting
the
murked
Sunday
in
we'll
that
do it.
cave.
I just thought of
Yeah, he is.
Wait, what was that?
You're getting murked in that cave.
Dude, it's
For
been
a split
bad.
second.
It's been real bad down here. Oh, I don't have enough iron to make another sword because I dropped it all off with
No,
Evan.
I could see
Oh,
how
way
it
to
could
go,
be
Evan.
this.
I don't have any coal
I
for
can see
more
how it could be
I don't
this-
have any coal
this
for more
second.
torches either. Gosh darn it. So, I guess a better way to explain it that I just thought of is essentially
No way, Shiny do that.
so like you know how like whenever we do baptism, right? Like we don't think it's just symbolic. Like we think like no, like it truly means something. Like Christ enters you in a new, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if like I don't know if we believe that, but like in general, like people believe like baptism, like Christ is in you in a new way whenever you get baptized. It's along those lines.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of traditions see baptism and the Lord's Supper as like the two sacraments in which Christ truly becomes present in you whenever you partake of them. And it's more along those lines. And like I don't think that baptism saves you in the same way that I don't think the Lord's Supper saves you. But I do think being baptized and taking the Lord's Supper allows Christ to transform you in new ways that you couldn't have been without them.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I definitely agree with that. I guess that makes sense too with why, like in the Bible, when Paul's talking about doing a communion and stuff, he's like, "Hey, also if you aren't saved, don't do this."
I mean, regardless, it's very clear through Paul that you should be observing the Lord's Supper. Like, regardless of what you believe on it, like you should be observing it. So
Yeah, like you should be doing it. Yeah.
I'm a little bit scared about that church you're talking about that doesn't do it.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. Well, it has to be because I missed a week. I'm gonna keep going, and if they don't do it, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, what's going on here?" But yeah, no. Like Paul's like, yeah, if you're not saved, like if you don't believe in what this is, please don't do it, because then you're just putting judgment against your own body. And so I guess that makes sense in a way to why, like, if it truly is just symbolic, why would Paul even be telling people?
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, that's
I could be wrong. But like, if it is like where Christ's spirit is actually really there,
Oh, dude,
that also
It's
Makes
super
sense.
interesting you bring up that exact passage because I just had to write a paper on that exact passage last semester. It was my final paper for a course, where he's talking about like eating and drinking judgment on your own soul. Well, I think he talked about that a couple times, but whenever he talks about it in First Corinthians, he's talking about like you eating and drinking judgment on your own souls.
Gosh.
It's super interesting, that passage, if you actually look into the history of it. Because he talks about the people, like, it's super confusing if you read it today, because you're like, what the heck does that even mean? So you actually like have to look into the historical context to understand what Paul's saying. Because he says like, some of you come out of it drunk, some of you come out of it hungry, and like you're dividing yourselves, even though like it seems like everybody's partaking of it. It's like, what the heck is going on here? So actually what was happening was, so they actually, in Corinth at that time, they ate the Lord's Supper as like a potluck. Like everybody would bring food. It was like a huge feast at like a rich person's house. And that's how they'd observe the Lord's Supper. And they would start it in like the master's quote unquote like living room, and like the richer people would be in there, and they would like eat a whole bunch and get like super drunk off of their wine. And then like after they were done, then the people who were outside in the master's court, like the other like 100 or so people, then they would be able to take of it. And like those were the people who were like hungry, and like they would get like a little bit of the food. And Paul in that moment was essentially saying like, yo, like save the like, I mean, it's kind of confusing because he didn't condemn them eating the Lord's Supper as a feast. He was essentially like, just observe the needs of those around you. Like, just let it be known that these people are starving and they don't like what you're doing. Like, just include them in what you're doing. Which is super interesting because he didn't condemn them eating it as a feast. He was just like, just include them. And like, I don't know. That's not what I would expect.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy, actually. I never do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super interesting.
And you said
look into.
Corinth, right?
Yeah, that was Corinth whenever he was talking about it.
Because that sounds like something that would happen in Corinth.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, I mean, dude, there's this one dude on YouTube who did like this whole series on the book, First Corinthians. It was called Church Gone Wild.
Oh yeah,
And he
they
went
were
through every
crazy
single
in
verse
Corinth.
of yeah, Alan Parr, his series on Church Gone Wild, literally First Corinthians, bro. Because I mean, there's even one part where Paul's like, "Yeah, so I heard like one of you are like sleeping with your stepmothers." He's like, "What?"
Yeah, just like
guys doing?
randomly out of nowhere, he calls out like a couple random dudes for that, like just out of nowhere.
I heard you guys were sleeping with your stepmothers. Yeah, even the world thinks that's weird, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
So interesting, just randomly out of nowhere says that. Yeah, dude, Corinth was crazy. Dude, that was
pretty crazy place.
That was a super interesting thing I learned recently in that same class. Dude, so First and Second Corinthians aren't really actually First and Second Corinthians. They're actually like Second and Fourth Corinthians. Because there's two other letters that Paul wrote to Corinth that we don't have access to today. Like they're just lost to time.
You don't have access to them? Wait,
So,
really?
Like we just like they're just
I've
lost
never
to time.
known that.
Well, so here's the reasoning that we know that. If you read First Corinthians, he mentions a letter that he wrote to them previously. Like he literally mentions in First Corinthians, he's like, "Yo, well, last time I wrote to you guys, I said this," and like we don't have that letter.
Yeah, that is true.
But
He does
also he does the same thing in Second Corinthians. He says stuff. He's like, "In my last letter to you guys, I said this," but in First Corinthians, he doesn't say that. So it's like we know that there's another letter. Well, first of all, we know there's a letter before First Corinthians because he mentions another letter that took place before that we don't have access to. But in Second Corinthians, he mentions a letter that he wrote before Second Corinthians, and it's not First Corinthians.
So second is more like third.
Well, the first one's more like
Maybe.
Second Corinthians. The first Corinthians is more like Second Corinthians, and Second Corinthians is more like Fourth Corinthians.
That's so insane, dude.
Like, cause for like on top of those two facts, like him mentioning stuff that isn't in the other letters where you think they would be, there's also like a huge leap in logic too. So like Paul mentions in like First Corinthians is really kind of like a condemnation, and I could be wrong about this, but this is how I remember it in class. I might not be saying it as well as she would have, but like First Corinthians, he sounds pretty like upset with them, and he's kind of like critiquing them pretty hard.
Yeah, definitely, I'd see
but-
that.
But he mentions that he's like, in my first letter, I was so congratulatory of you, but now you are doing all these wrong things, right? And then supposedly in Third Corinthians, quote unquote, he does the same thing where like he corrects them again for different things that he didn't correct them for in the second letter. And then Second Corinthians, or quote unquote Fourth Corinthians, he goes back to like praising them again. But he's praising them for things that he didn't tell them to work on in like First Corinthians. So it's like a really weird dynamic, I guess. I'm probably not explaining that. I'm probably not explaining that as well as I could.
No. I kind of know what you're talking about, especially in First Corinthians, where he's like, "Yeah, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves."
Mhm.
I need to. This year, I decided I was going to read through the Bible. Well, at first, I was going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to read through the Bible," and then I decided, no, I'm gonna read through the Bible twice in 1 year.
Oh my
So I'm doing
gosh,
six
dude.
chapters. Doing 6 chapters a day because
Dude,
they say you
that's
have to do
insane.
like 3 to 4 for 1 year, and I'm like, I'll do 6 every day. Why not?
Dude, that's
I've
actually
been
like,
lacking.
I just finished. Well, I did the Bible in a year last year, so I just finished it like 3 days ago, and that was hard just reading through it once. I can't imagine doing it twice in 1 year.
I'm gonna try it. I have a feeling that that's not gonna happen.
Dude,
way I
it
wanted
was
to.
really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I commend anybody who tries to do it because it was hard.
I was talking to Seth about it because he was like, "Hey man, how you doing? What's going on in your life?" I'm like, "No, nothing much. Just trying to read the Bible twice in 1 year." And he's like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah, that's a
He's like,
lot.
bro, you're gonna
dude.
he's like, you're gonna be a walking Bible." I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing the same thing
So I
this
am
year.
Pumped
I,
to do.
I got a different plan for this year, but I commend you for that because that's gonna be
Thank you.
good.
Did you guys see the new bill that passed in Tennessee?
I saw you posted
The
something
bill they
about it.
passed in Tennessee? No, what happened?
If someone kills a parent because they were drunk driving, they then have to pay child support to the other parent until the kid turns 18.
Yo,
That's fair.
that sounds
Common
pretty fair,
Tennessee
yeah.
W.
That is a common Tennessee W. That's a top G move.
Now we could go into an abortion commentary, but I don't know if we want to go there.
Oh no,
Probably not. Let's just avoid
I'd
that.
go there, but I don't know if that's a good idea now.
Yeah, let's just avoid it.
Fighting.
Right, Evan, are you at the house?
No, I'm not at the house.
So do we
Where art thou?
think Jake,
I am in a cave mining.
do we think Jake is still watching us? Did you hear back from him?
I need
I
to
don't
know
even
the
know if he
coordinates
is
of the
watching
house.
us. I really don't know who is watching us, but that's
But it's
somebody.
definitely not you.
I mean, here I'm even gonna refresh my
Oh wait,
mod
are you
view.
actually
what
watching?
are-
Wait, are you actually watching Twitch again then?
What are the coordinates of the house?
I'm in mod view.
I wonder if that counts you as a
Oh.
viewer if you're watching it in mod view.
Guys, I want to go back to the house. What
And
are
who's the?
coordinates?
I don't know the coordinates. I didn't
I'm
take
not
pictures.
I'm not at home, dude.
Logan, the real question is who's the
Great,
fourth
now
guy?
I'm dead.
Wait, there's a fourth viewer now? Oh wait, so that means Jake or somebody else truly is watching right now.
Guys, please, I'm in the middle of the ocean. Just point me in the right direction.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not at home.
God, you guys are useless.
Well, if somebody
I'm
is
like- I'm
here
stuck
right
in the middle
now,
of an ocean.
just know you are loved and appreciated. And if you're Jake,
Welcome to
then
the
you should
stream.
totally join us right now as we talk about this stuff.
Guys, I would totally appreciate some coordinates to the house.
I'm
Dude,
trying to get
I
back as
don't
we
know.
speak.
I'm
I'm not coming back
stranded.
up, dude. It took me forever to get down here.
Okay, I'm starting my own little life out.
Hang on, I just got back up to the surface. If I can
I'm
find the house.
struck by lightning.
Okay, well, I dug up to the surface, but I have no idea where I am, so I also have to try and find the house.
Wow, we're lost, dude. Actually,
Oh wait, I still have my map.
Dude, I almost
gonna say,
became
yeah.
struck by lightning. Oh, wait,
Bert,
we
you're running
lost
the
the
right
fourth.
direction.
yeah, I don't know who the fourth guy was, but
Oh wait, there's a fourth guy now, it looks like.
what? There was a
I think so. I don't know,
not
it says
anymore.
so.
Wait, let me
Wait,
refresh my page. Oh yeah, there is.
Dude, wait, Jake, if that's you, then you should totally join us because
going?
we would love to talk
Just going
with
back
you.
and forth.
If it's not Jake, then know you're loved by God and you're awesome. And not to say that Jake is not
Welcome.
loved by God, but maybe he's not loved by God because he's not joining us to talk. That's a joke,
No, there's
obviously.
Viewers.
Yeah, that's some works-based theology right there, baby. Oh shoot, I'm getting attacked. Oh no.
Evan, what are the coordinates of the base?
Dude, I have no idea.
Dude, I told you, you're running the right direction, Bert. Gosh.
No, but I'm asking Ev.
The real question is, what is the level? What's the best level for finding diamonds? Is it still 12? Or did that change
a long
it's,
time ago?
It's lower now.
Sucks now.
I don't
Because they're
remember the
only in
number.
beams of like 1.
I don't remember the number now, but it's not that.
So just go lower than 12.
Yeah, a lot lower than 12.
Okay.
Dude,
12 was the hot spot.
is this a sign? Why do I keep almost getting struck by lightning?
Dude, it is a sign.
It's like 2 blocks off of me every time.
No, dude, that sounds like Satan trying to impede your progress.
Yeah.
He wants this stream to go terribly. He's like, dude, he's sitting there. He's got his hand on his forehead. He's like, dude, they're doing some real good there. This is a problem, dude. They're gonna lead somebody to Christ tonight. I gotta stop them by any means necessary. I'm gonna.
And he's like, I'm not gonna have Evan tell Robbie to go base. So he's
no.
screwed.
No, but the funny
He's
part
like-
is,
My child tells
no, dude, the funny part
Oh,
is that Satan is like, dude, that Logan guy and that Evan guy, they're fine. I'm strictly gonna smite Bert. I'm gonna make him
Go for
lost.
Robbie,
I'm
'cause
gonna make him
he's
sick.
doing the most
I'm gonna make him.
damage.
I'm gonna make him miserable, man. That guy in particular, he's done.
That's actually kind of weird because they've been landing right in front of me since I'm. I wonder if I'm gonna get to the base.
Dude, wait, go
just
left. Start going a bit more left, because you're getting really close. Yeah, you're like really close on the map now. Dude, I don't know.
Evan,
if
you
this...
just need to be like.
Dude, I just found the
You need
house.
to be like the house.
what?
You need to be like the housewife of this work.
Oh my
you guys can
gosh.
provide everything.
Dude, hunter-gatherers. We're hunter-gatherers. Me and Bert hunt, and you gather. Well, actually, no.
Nah,
I guess it would
I
be
just
opposite. 'Cause
Sit at
me and-
home and not do anything.
I guess it would be the opposite though, because me and Bert would be the gatherers, and you'd be the hunter.
Oh.
Right? Because like me and
Wait,
Bert aren't hunting
actually,
anything. We're
that's
gathering stuff for
true.
you. So technically, we're Oh, that feels weird. I don't like that.
You see how that goes? Society flipped on its head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, obviously this is not the right. This cannot be the right level. I should.
How much iron you got in this Johnston?
A
Not
lot.
enough, apparently.
Well, Evan
Dude,
took it all.
You got like no iron.
Evan took it all.
I did take all.
I have like 5 stacks of uncooked iron.
Okay, this is horrible.
Blame
This
me.
is-
Gosh. Unbelievable. I can't
These
believe
two
you'd be blaming
diamonds
me for
are
that.
mine. These 2 diamonds are mine.
Jake asked if we're still on. Yes. I don't think that's Jake. Oh wait.
So
You
you're
just
So
telling
we
me?
have 4 viewers.
Oh wait, we're on Discord. I forgot.
Thank you. So we've actually had some viewers come
wait.
through that haven't talked to us. I'm kind of sad. I'd love to like answer some questions. Like if
Discord.
people want to come through and ask some questions and stuff, like I would be
Put a
more
welcome
than
to the
happy.
stream in the chat.
I would
Welcome
be
to the
more than
stream.
happy to
Welcome to the
have
stream.
conversation with whoever wants to join. More than happy to.
Honestly, I say we don't settle down the actual games to build.
Well, we kind of have to settle down somewhere if we're gonna build the murals.
I know, that's what I mean. So we're gonna have to pack up shop and scram.
Okay, so here's an interesting question that I had thought of, right? So we're gonna be building these murals, right? And they're gonna be huge.
Wait, what? They're not gonna be huge.
No, like all together, they're gonna be huge.
Oh.
Like, so the question is, do we build them above ground, or do we build them below ground?
I feel like underground.
Well, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, we want to build them underground because that'll be better overall. But we have to dig out every single one of them. There's gonna be a
Yeah,
pain.
so we got.
I told
we gotta
Jake
get
we're on
set up.
Discord and he's trying to get in.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to send them an invite.
Okay.
Do you have any more food, by the way? Because all I have is those 3 cooked beefs that I just got.
Someone robbed all my pork chops that I had down here.
That was not me. I'll tell you that much.
Evan, that was you.
That was definitely not.
I took,
Evan, you
I took a
lying
couple pork
I
chops.
did,
garbage.
dude. I took all the iron, but not the pork chops. Dude, I'm a good hunter, bro. I have all my food.
Dude,
I
I'm
own
glad. I'm glad you're being a
Iron.
hunter because we need a hunter, or we just need Jake to come in
I
here and
like
make the best
Killing
bread farm
animals.
ever.
So.
Ugh. Sorry. Yep.
Yo, Evan, did you ever end up getting
Oh,
a text from Bucky?
No, never.
Dang, dude, I'm really hoping he joins
Sorry.
too. I'm really hoping he joins too.
Alright, someone have wheat, someone have seeds, wheat, seeds.
No.
Gosh, we are
Literally,
terrible.
I have everything in those chests. The only things that I have on me right now is my food and my pickaxe. That's it. Well, and then like you know, crafting table and stuff.
So, oh wait, this could actually mega pogs. Logan, get wood, build fences, quick.
What?
Should I just kill this pig then?
Um,
I don't-
No. We need all the animals we can get. Dude, dark oak sapling? Where did we get dark oak saplings from?
That was in the spawn chest.
Ooh, sick, dude. We need to plant those suckers. Actually, I am gonna plant those suckers. And then I'm
No,
gonna make
don't.
Why not? What
We're about to pack up shop and leave.
do you mean we're about to pack? Why are we making fences for a pig if we're gonna pack up shop?
You know what? That's fair. Forget
Yeah.
about it.
What?
We're about to pack up shop. We gotta
We're
go.
backing up shop.
Wait, which one are we doing? Are we saving this pig or are we packing up shop?
We're packing up shop
Oh.
once. I killed the pig already. Pig's gone. Forget
oh
the
my
pig.
gosh.
He's dead.
Gosh darn it.
This pigs are not haram.
Okay, Evan,
Pork is not haram.
before we pack up,
Pork is haram.
Dude, did you see
Oh, skeleton horse.
Yo, let's go.
Wait, actually?
Oh wait, they're gonna spawn and murk me, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Wait, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at?
no, they're all dying. Oh, I killed 2 of them. I'm so sorry.
Where are you?
I'm down here. This is totally not poggers.
Bird, I don't see you. I'm gonna be honest.
Down the hill. Oh, Logan, this was not Haram.
Are they all dead?
Not all of
This is
them.
totally not Haram.
Dude, there is
Logan.
a horse. There is a horse by our house.
Right here. There's 2 left. But it's hard to hit them without.
Why
See?
did you?
See?
Why did you?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. That wasn't me.
Okay. Well, I don't know. The horse just like flew and I hit it on accident.
No, that's what I mean. Whenever you hit the
Oh,
skeleton, it like jumped up.
Wait, you don't need saddles for skeleton horses?
Can you put armor on them? Because I have iron armor.
I don't know the answer to that. I did not know you did not need a saddle for skeleton horses. I thought you did. Well, dude, we can actually ride
wait,
these
can
suckers.
people ride horses?
No, but 2 people can ride camels. Oh, dude, I just realized I made a terrible mistake. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go to intermission on the stream real quick. And I'm gonna quit off the world. I want to see if I can still make this change. I completely forgot to do this before we started up the world.
Wait, we have 5 viewers. Hello,
Dude.
people.
You are all loved by God very, very much. Just let that be
There's
known.
Logan.
Skeleton horses are not haram.
You are all very
Actually,
loved
they
by
are.
God.
Oh.
I just
What are
want
you
I
talking
just
about,
I just
Jesus,
want
bro?
all of you to know that you guys are all very loved by God. Oh, okay. I think I can still enable the feature. So they still have that feature where you can go into settings of a world and enable features for the next update. And I know if you do that right now, you can have like camels and the other stuff spawn in your world already. So do you guys want to like leave the world for a second and I'll enable it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to mess with it's gonna take a sec because what I have to do is I have to download the world and then I have to update it in the settings, right? And then thank you for the follow, person who I'm talking to right now in the Discord. Yeah, I know. I was making a joke. Yeah, so I gotta go into the settings of the world, and we should have like. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have like camels and stuff in the world if I do this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's gonna take a second. I gotta download the world. I gotta go into settings. Alright, while we're doing this complicated process and we're not having the gameplay running in the background, Evan hit us with a sick question. Go. Regarding our passage. Regarding our creation passage.
Okay, so here's one that always comes up a lot.
Okay.
Can't the days of creation be long periods? I know we already kind of talked about this, but here's an interesting point to bring up along with that. Since a day to the Lord is as 1,000 years, and vice versa. Because that is a verse somewhere in the Bible. I can't remember where. I think it might be in... I have no idea. Somewhere in the epistles of Paul.
Yeah. So it's the argument, like...
Yeah, like, why
is-
couldn't it be...
Like, is each
A
day of
longer
creation
period.
24 hours, or was it a shorter period? Was it a longer period?
Yeah, it goes back to that, because, I mean, to God, time's really nothing to him.
Yeah, because, like... Yeah, exactly. And, like... Because really,
Jacob
exactly what we were talking about earlier, right? Like... The entire thing, like, God created it in 6 days and then rested on the 7th, is an example for us, right? Because it's to show us how our work week is supposed to be. That we're supposed to work 6 days of a week, and then we take a day of rest and observance for God, right? So, the question is it completely an allegory, right? Or is it how God did it to show us? That's an interesting question. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, no one truly knows, but I think it's interesting to
discuss,
think, like, yeah. I mean, here's the thing, like it says in the Bible, his thoughts are our thoughts.
Mhm.
I don't know where that is either. I gotta get up on my verse knowledge and know where I'm actually pulling these verses from.
Dude, I'm the exact same way. Like,
You can like quote a verse like word for word, and then you're like, I have no idea where that's from, but
well, no,
that's a verse.
My problem is, like, I know basically the exact order of events of pretty much the whole Bible. Like, if you asked me, I could probably write a very good timeline of events throughout the Bible. I wouldn't be able to tell you where they're at, though. Like, if somebody asked me, like, when does...
No,
when-
I feel that way too,
like,
actually.
if somebody asked me, like, where does Israel and Judah split in the Bible, I would not be able to tell you. I truly would not be able to tell you. Like, where does Israel go into exile? No idea. Literally no clue.
Like as far as saying like a book in the Bible, like where that actually starts.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that starts in Daniel.
Well, even for,
Right.
like...
I mean, I guess it talks about it in multiple different areas. And
But
the
even
Bible's
for, like...
all over the place.
Even
It's
for
not
chapters,
chronological.
too. Like, for example, like, Balaam and Balak. It's like, I know that takes place in Numbers. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
you what chapter. Like, I know that... I know, like, all of these parables that Jesus tells in the Gospels, like the lost coin, the lost sheep, all those kind of things. I wouldn't be able to tell you where they're at, though. I probably should get better at that
Jake,
too. But...
I'm kind of that way too.
Jake needs an invite to the realm.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
told
invite.
him-
I can
I
invite
told him
Jake.
I told him to try to join the recording studio. I sent him.
Oh yeah, did you
I
make him a mod?
added him as a member.
Did you
Should I
make him a
back
mod,
out of
though?
the world? Should I not be in the world?
No, it should be fixed now. Dude, I'm so glad
Yeah,
Jake's joining
I
us.
just saw your clip.
I'm so glad Jake's gonna join us.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
dude, you were like,
I screen recorded, or I recorded part of my first happened.
it was crazy. Jake,
Yo.
what's up? There we go.
Let's go
I
back.
thought I had to figure out how to use Discord for a
Made
second.
it. Okay, you should be invited to the realm. The realm should be good. It should be updated to like the experimental version and everything. So, dude, if we can find a camel, that would be sick. Have you guys seen the camels yet in the update videos?
No.
Dude, so
I am so sick.
I saw them a little bit ago. There's like an update, like an experimental update right now, and I don't remember what's all in it, but I know camels are in it, and 2 people can ride a camel at a time. And on top of that, the camels are so tall that mobs can't attack you when you're riding it. Like skeletons and creepers still can, but like other stuff, they can't reach you because they're so tall.
These can't.
Yeah, like zombies and stuff can't hit
That's-
you whenever you're on top of camel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, we're back in the game. I changed the view. So we're really packing up
We
and
have to
leaving.
pack up shop.
I can't believe you're making us pack up shop and leave.
Logan, you want a?
In up shop.
I have a helmet.
I also have a helmet. Mine's enchanted.
No, but I have 3 enchanted iron helmets.
I got 1
What's on
enchanted
yours?
iron helmet. Projectile
What's on
protection
it?
3 and respiration 1, which not gonna lie is pretty good.
Yeah, I got projectile protection 3 and King 2.
Where are you guys at?
Jake, were you
I get
watching?
poisoned IRL in Minecraft.
Jake, were you
said what?
watching the live stream at all?
I was, yeah, before I joined, like probably 5-10 minutes before.
So, we're
Okay.
trying to figure out who that was.
Only 5 to 10. And who is that? Must be
Well,
getting other
there were
people.
definitely other
Yeah, there was
people
some
coming
other.
in.
There were definitely some. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I joined it whenever I was texting Evan. Like as soon as I started texting Evan.
I wonder if Mr. Beast will do a video where he's looking for low viewer streamers.
Looking for Christians.
I saw Mr. Beast video, where he said this guy was trying to propose to his wife, and he said if you like whatever you make it, he'll buy it, and it was like $15,000. And then the gay guy did it. He only rated it a 7. He rated the straight guy a 10. I was crying.
So
So
Jake,
funny.
we are. I don't know if you've been able to figure this out yet or not, or if you were here for when we were talking about it all. We're going over like Genesis 1, essentially, like you know Genesis 1, the very beginning creation narrative, blah blah blah. We're just talking about it. If you have any cool videos about it that you want us to watch,
Jake,
if you have any
Spawn.
cool like conversation topics you want to talk about it or anything.
I've been going ham on it for a while.
Yeah, dude, we've talked about it a lot.
What was it? You know how you made that point that one time about how you don't know if like it was. Oh wait, never mind. That's too far ahead. I was talking about the flood.
The flood. Oh, I'm excited to talk about that too.
The flood's gonna be super interesting. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've really been thinking about the mural thing, which Jake, that's another thing. Well, I'll say this first before I explain it to you, but I actually really thought out that mural specifically, because I was like, the boat's gonna have to be huge, right? And I was thinking about it, and I thought of a really cool way to do it, right? So we'll have the mural, right? And think about it like you're looking at the mural right now. And you'll tell the story left to right, like you will pretty much all of these murals. So you'll have the boat take up like the entire mural left to right. It'll be looking at the side of the boat, but you'll see the progress of the boat through the story. So on the very left of the mural, it'll be like the frame of the boat and like the ground and everything. And then the middle of the boat, it'll be complete and there will be water like up to halfway through the mural. And then on the right side of the boat will be like on top of the mountain and there will be like a rainbow in the sky. I mean, I know we haven't like talked about the story yet, so we might be missing some like important things, but like, I don't know, man. I think it could be a good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we gotta pack up shop.
Fine.
I think I found
fine.
a cave.
We'll pack up shop, I
I
guess.
found
Get
lava.
out of there.
Once I smelt all the iron.
Oh, I'm
stuff,
dying.
'cause once all the iron smelts, we can condense in a space.
Robbie, I need help.
That's
I'm
what
gonna die.
I'm doing right now.
So what kind of a biome are we looking for exactly?
I'm dead.
Mushroom.
I just want you guys to know I'm dead.
Okay.
Wait,
fine.
how do I breathe underwater?
I don't know.
That's an interesting question.
You know how you place a block where you can breathe?
Oh yeah, Bert, how did you do that?
Oh wait, yeah.
They took that out.
Oh.
Are you for real right
They have,
now?
like,
Oh, that sucks.
I don't think you can even do it with doors. I know torches you can't do it any.
Yo, if anybody's watching this right now, just know you are incredibly loved.
Robbie,
By
I found
us
this
and
cave
by
thing.
God. Crazy.
Thingy.
You're incredibly loved by God, and you're incredibly loved by us. I'm just saying.
Robbie, I found this cave thingy.
What cave thing?
It has water and lava.
Dude, we
It's
peaked
deep.
at 6 viewers. We had 6 viewers at one.
I can go the whole way down, but I can't
Yeah.
breathe. Oh my gosh, there's a squid.
That's crazy. I didn't even see that.
Dude, like,
Squid hurt me.
I don't know. I'm pretty excited that we're getting people to like stop in for a little bit, but like, I'm kind of upset they're not like
They
interacting.
won't stay.
Well, like,
Oh
they
yeah,
won't-
just say anything in the
like,
chat.
I just like, I don't know. I'd love to like, if anybody had like questions or anything, like, I'd love to answer some.
Do we have water breathing potion?
What are you even asking? That didn't exist in Bible times, you imbecile.
Dude, I don't think they have.
Someone come
iron.
here to my cave.
Dude, they didn't even have iron until past the time of the judges.
yeah, well-
So
This was like
Facts.
the copper age or bronze? What?
What are we
so
even
'Cause I know,
playing?
like in the Bible, you
Listen,
can see it. But
I've got an exact timeline.
There's an Enderman.
I have an exact timeline, and I can pull it up in my notes because I did this for a class. Let me go back to that class's notes. Because I know that the Bronze Age ends and the Iron Age begins with the judges.
Oh, why? Can the squids hurt me?
So the Neolithic and Chalcolithic age, I don't know how to say those. They were essentially what Genesis 1 to 3 was meant to represent. And then the early Bronze Age, 3200 to 2000, was Genesis 4 to 11. Like all those crazy stories about the Tower of Babel and the flood and all that stuff, like Cain and Abel. Like, so Genesis 4 to 11, all those stories, that's the early Bronze Age. The middle Bronze Age is Abraham to Joseph. And that age, like the middle Bronze Age, ends with the Egypt at its height and the first Babylonian Empire. The late Bronze Age is 1550 to 1200, and it's Exodus to Joshua. And then after that, the Iron Age 1 is 1200 to 1000. That's Judges to David. Then the Iron Age 2 is 1000 to 539, and that's the United and Divided Kingdoms. And then the Iron Age 3, is 539 to 300, and that's the Persian period. It's essentially how they tie off.
You're gonna burn and die, you stupid idiot.
So technically, we're still in creation. We shouldn't even have metal yet. We should be literally stone tools. We're stone
Someone
age.
has diamonds. I saw it on the thing. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we have diamonds. But dude,
hey.
until we get to
I'm gonna die, Robbie.
until we get to Tower of Babel and Noah, we shouldn't even have metal, because that's whenever bronze came about.
We should build the biggest Tower of Babel, bigger than the one in the Bible.
Dude, Tower
Can I
of
get
Babel is
some
gonna be a sick.
Yo,
What?
they're like, yo, we just found these things called bricks. Let's make a tower.
Jake, what do you want?
I need food.
Jake, welcome to the struggle.
Yeah, we're all struggling, dude.
We've been struggling pretty bad.
Jake, that's
Take
why
that.
you're here.
Time to take that sip of water.
I'm going to explore some caves.
No, we don't. Jake, no.
I don't watch
Let's
a lot
go
of
settle down.
I don't watch a lot of Twitch, but I do know that it's a popular thing on Twitch
got
to
a lot of
encourage your
iron.
viewers to drink water. So this is me, as a Twitch streamer, encouraging you to drink your
Hydration.
water, as I down an entire bottle of water.
As I down an entire bottle of Dr. Perky.
Well, dude, I'm
Yeah,
sitting
I
here.
could go for some Dr. Perky.
Dude, you guys don't understand. I'm sitting here. I have my fan on. I can't have my fan up super high because I know it'd come through my mic, but I have my fan on, even though it's kind of cold right now, because I'm sitting here at my desk and I've got this huge desk lamp just beaming down on my face so I can get proper lighting for the stream, and it's really kind of hot. I'm kind of sweaty. I'm not gonna lie.
It's making you hot.
Well, yeah, because I just got this really bright light just shining down on me. That's the only way I'm able to get this camera to look how it does, is because of that.
I hate gravel.
I wish I could show you guys the stream setup on my desk right now, because it's incredibly complicated how it's set up.
You were telling me that. It's very complicated.
It's really complicated. I don't know how people who don't understand how this stuff works are able to set up a stream like this, because I don't even feel like I have that complicated of a stream setup, but it took a lot of effort to get it where it is right now.
Alright, I'll see you guys on the
Dr.
flip side.
Perky. Jake, no, we're gonna leave you by. Stay
Sipping
here.
on some Dr. Perky.
Blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear.
Wait, okay. We keep getting off topic. Evan, new question time.
Oh shoot.
Or we can keep talking about the ages thing. Was it a literal day? Was it a longer age kind of a deal?
Yeah.
No.
My
You don't want-
Jake,
you don't
what do
wanna
you
talk about
think?
that anymore? Okay,
we
yeah,
kinda
Jake.
talked about what we thought. Jake, what do you think?
I think that the prolific age is the best age.
Oh no.
What are we talking about right now?
How long is a day? like when
the
the
Bible?
creation happened. Yeah, when the
24
creation
hours,
happened.
duh.
So yeah, so you
Oh,
think
dude,
it's a
we
literal
got the answer.
24 hours. All
No,
right,
dude,
that's
no,
all
dude,
we need.
that's not even an
I know.
opinion.
I did
That's-
hear you talk. I did hear you talking, Evan, about it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
wait.
don't really know.
Hold up.
Yeah,
that-
no, I don't. Oh wait, you were probably watching the stream when we
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah, I was. What is this thing?
Dude, that's not an opinion that Jake just gave us. That's the fact. Like now we know
Yeah,
it
true.
was
Jake's word
literally
is-
it was literally a 24-hour day. We know that now.
If anybody would know, it'd be him.
I agree.
Well, it had to be, didn't it?
Well, the words that are used kinda signifying that, but just
Well,
because
no,
those
even-
words are used.
Even because of like the sun and the moon. Because like the
Oh,
tide and
like-
stuff.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's a question
All
we
right.
haven't asked yet. That's a question we
That's a
haven't
good
asked yet.
point.
So the sun and the moon were made on day 4. So what constituted a
someone
day
noted this.
before the sun was made? Because there were 3 days before day
Yeah,
4 when the
true.
sun and the moon were created. So what was a day if there
True.
was no sun?
You scallywag, Robbie. I knew you looted this boat.
I didn't loot anything.
There's not even a chest here.
See.
Because dude, that's something to ask. You know?
Hmm. I'm kind of running out of questions in this study.
Wait, I
guide,
didn't
but-
even hear what you
Okay,
said. buddy. I was just
real
asking.
quick, I'm gonna take
What's up?
some of our stuff and just go look for a new place to live because
Oh, I found
everyone's spread
something
out right
cool.
now.
Okay.
I'm exploring
Um,
right now.
So Jake, the
And I'm
question
sure
is,
that's
because you have a good point, right, about the sun and the moon, but the question
Mhm.
is, the sun and the moon weren't made until day 4. So what constituted a day for days 1, 2, and 3 when the sun wasn't even there yet?
Who said there were days?
Well, it says God called the light day and the darkness he called night, and there was evening and there was morning the first day.
Maybe that's a day to Adam because he wrote it. Or whoever wrote it.
That's true.
Because by the
Yeah,
time he
true.
wrote it, he was already sun and mooned. Feel me?
I feel like that
You mean like when
almost,
Moses wrote it? Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of the point.
I feel like that almost leads more into it being an allegory, right? Because like
Yeah,
there's the
true.
allegorical argument, and I feel like that almost leans more into it. Like it's got to be an allegory.
Because God's telling it to Moses in ways that he would understand.
Yeah. Because like Adam and Eve wouldn't have.
If we're
recorded
assuming
it.
that he's the guy who wrote Genesis, which I do assume that.
Yeah,
I know some people don't think that, but
I don't think that, but.
really, who do you think wrote Genesis, or do you just think we don't know?
Well, the opinion. I like the scholarly opinion right now, which is that there's 4 sources that made up the entire Pentateuch.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The more I look into it, the more it makes sense because like
Okay.
there's 2 creation narratives, there's 2 flood narratives. The Deuteronomy cannot be written by Moses. Like everybody says it, but like if you really look into
Really?
it, there's no possible way Deuteronomy was written by Moses.
That's crazy.
Like I don't know. I like the 4. I like the 4
The
authors
same
argument.
naturally. I don't know.
Dude, where is
It just makes most sense to me, at least.
I gotta look into that. I've always just assumed. Well, that's just because that's what every Bible I've ever picked up.
So
said. Yeah.
So the argument.
Moses probably wrote this book.
So there's the essentially main argument is that there's 4 sources that make up the Pentateuch. There's
What the heck? Why are you
The-
using such complex words?
so one of them is the priestly source, which is the tradition that the Levitical priests passed down. There's the Deuteronomic source, which is supposedly a source that was written in Zion. Then there's the J source and there's the E source. And the reason they're called the J source and the E source is because one writer uses Yahweh when he talks about God, and the other one uses Elohim when he talks about God. And it's not just that Like, if you look at the portions where Yahweh is used and you look at the portions where Elohim is used, you can almost tell that they're written by different authors, not just because of the way they refer to God, but because of the writing style, even.
Do you think Moses wrote any of them?
I think Moses was
Yeah.
probably the J source, if I had to guess. I mean, the argument is that either the J source or the E
that the
source
one
was
that's-
Moses.
Is that the one that uses Yahweh? Because I could just see for some random reason, like the one that uses Yahweh for God, I see that as Moses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like God revealed his name to Moses.
Yeah,
It
he
was
literally
Yahweh.
said that.
So
Yeah, that's like literally what God said
I mean,
to Moses.
I don't think
so.
I don't think there's anyone out there who denies Moses had some authorship of the Pentateuch. It's just the argument of asking what did he write, and I think he was one of those 4 sources. But another argument in favor of the 4 sources argument is if you read, like, I think it's Ezra. I could be wrong. It's one of those prophets, and I think it's Ezra. And whenever they come back from the exile, and they're trying to recompile their documents, it mentions how like he gathered up all these sources from the different religious, essentially like priesthoods, right? And he was in charge of compiling the first Torah. And at the
Where
very
am I at?
and like near the end of the book, it mentions that he came out to the streets holding the completed Word of God. And that's like another argument in favor of the 4 sources, is that Ezra actually went to all these different places and he compiled these different sources and he put them together to create one book under God's guidance, essentially.
Bing, 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 bing. Hey, there's a donkey
Okay,
out here. You guys want to name it?
I found it.
You found the spot we're living
Yes.
already?
Yeah, I found it. It's a cool spot.
Okay, you'll have to take us there.
It's like there's this there's like this valley in between these 2 hills that has
I
out
don't
of the
like it.
valley is this open plain, and each mountain on either side is a tops.
Okay.
It's cool.
Oh no!
Sweet.
Right, Evan?
Yep, you know it.
Well, yeah, I'm
Oh
not
my
saying
gosh.
like I know
Yeah.
there's still a lot of people who like
I'm underground, so
I know there's a lot of people who say like yeah it was written by Moses, and I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
people are wrong who believe that. It's just I don't know. I've looked into it a lot. I personally believe the 4
I
authors
haven't looked
argument,
into it at all.
because
I haven't
I
looked
used
into
to be
any
under
of
that
them.
assumption like throughout high school and
kinda
like a lot of college I was that way, and then somebody I was reading a book about it and I was like, at first I was really put off by it. I was like, what? This doesn't make any sense. But the more I looked into it, the more I was like, I don't know. This actually makes a lot of sense.
Man, you guys are
Maybe it's
missing
just that
out
time.
here.
The real
Hey guys,
question
guess
is,
what time I have to work tomorrow morning?
what time?
6.
6?
5.
Ooh,
Woo!
yeah, we don't like that.
That sucks.
5 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That's cringe. Hey, that's nice.
Dude,
So, Bert, should I
Okay,
just
can you guys
like
just answer me?
should I just like break these chests and come over to you?
Just grab the valuable stuff. Evan needs here too, so does Jake.
I'm
gonna die.
I'm like in the middle of like a huge mine right now. Do you want me to
this
come
is-
up?
anybody else?
This village already has pens of animals. There's literally like 6 different pens with 6 different. I'm not even kidding you. This is bananas.
I'm hiding in a water cave. I hope I don't drown.
Specific. Oh wait, a water cave?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
There's
Just
so
like a
many
cave
I'm
full
gonna
of
pens.
die.
water,
I
you
don't have
mean?
to.
Evan, get over
Water cave.
Where? Do you want me to come up?
What are the chords?
Come to the village.
Don't you guys watch the Boondocks?
Nah, I
Yep,
haven't.
I've watched
Talking about this on this.
The Boondocks is hilarious. I just want to put that out there.
Bert, you gotta give me coordinates, bro.
650, 320.
Wait, so what am I allowed to talk about on here?
What do you mean?
Like, what can I not
I would
say?
say, in my opinion, whatever.
I'm
It's just
gonna die.
It's
if I
just
go down
just not
here.
personal
I
information.
wouldn't use. Yeah, no personal information. And I'd
So,
watch specific words.
So like we're not saying last names. We're not like We're
Oh,
not
just
saying.
like Evan Smith.
Oh,
I was just tempted to
Evan
say
Caboodle.
Robbie Leonardo.
And we're
Almost just
also
got
like we didn't
exposed.
say our school's name, like the school that we went to. We didn't say that.
It's so crazy because I feel like I did, but I didn't.
Can you give me the coordinates again?
I don't know.
I told you 650, 350.
You told me I have to go across
Should
an
I-
ocean.
Should I drop
Yeah.
all my
you
stuff
get
and
a-
then travel
wasn't
down
a
this cave?
Super far.
So
Okay,
that's why I was
I
confused.
need
I
to-
didn't
I'm
think you were
doing
going
a
on an
poll.
ocean.
let me do a poll with you guys real quick.
Okay.
Should I put all my stuff on this dirt block and swim to the bottom of this cave?
Maybe.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Oh, dude, I forgot they added the new like sinkholes with the snow, the deep snow.
Oh yeah. You're right.
And I sunk and started dying.
Yeah, those are a thing. Those are a thing.
Logan, I think the spot's pretty. I think it's pretty biblically accurate.
Alright, time to
I think we
go.
can do some-
Dude, so when do we get to build our first biblically accurate angel in Minecraft?
Dude, I hate
Yo,
the
I'm
snow.
actually pumped to do that.
There is not anything here. Hey, but I
Dude,
think I
this
found a
valley looks like where Noah's Ark landed.
No, it
Like
doesn't. You're
Mount
lying.
Ararat.
All right, that's another death to the death counter. I think
Oh
we're
yeah.
at like.
Okay, so how many
Here's
deaths do we
one.
each have right now? How many deaths do we each
Each have
have?
one.
I
I
think
did it on purpose.
Logan, you have 2.
Yeah, I think
Robbie,
I-
you also have 2.
I think
I
I
have
both do.
zero.
Where's my stuff at?
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
have 2. Jake's got 1. I have like 7.
No, you're not that
I
high
have
yet.
one.
I think 4 was the last number.
Hey,
we
there's a
said for
beehive
you.
over here.
Oh yeah, we were saving that.
No, I don't think that's accurate though.
It's
think you have
accurate
more?
enough, Evan.
I think I have.
Ooh,
Like 6.
that's so. Oh, I hate creepers. Why is there so
Yeah, this is so
many?
booty cheeks. Robbie, did you just die?
I wish I could add a
Oh.
counter.
Dude, we're gonna have to add a counter on Twitch. Like, you're gonna have to set up a Twitch bot that does that for us, you know?
I think
I should start streaming on Twitch, shouldn't I?
no.
yeah.
I mean, we could co-stream.
Yes, I should, Robbie. You know I should. Stream my
I
workout.
love how Robbie just goes no.
That's because Robbie's infatuated
Dude.
with me.
Jake, I literally got sick again. Like, you know how I told you I was feeling?
Feeling queasy.
Yeah, I got sick.
That's tough. You wanna know why that's tough? Oh my gosh! Because you're sick. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die,
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna die.
so Evan, you got any other interesting questions for us, or what are we thinking?
I have another one.
Okay.
I should just always be the question guy, dude. This Bible's really sick.
Yeah, I was gonna like
Um,
once you start running out of questions, let me know, and I'll start pulling up like some images and some videos and stuff we can watch.
What? So I can't ask a question? This is how it's gonna be?
I mean, you can ask questions
It's
too.
just because I have.
It's
like,
just
an
Evan's been the
unlimited
one
thing of
asking the questions. Yeah. I mean, if you have
Fine,
questions,
Evan.
go for it.
Do you have a question, Jake?
No, no, no. I don't want to impede on your thing.
Biblically accurate, Evan.
That's it. Killed it. Alright, so anyways. When we talked about this earlier, why are there 2 different creation accounts?
There's
What's up
not.
with that? Well, we did. You were here.
I need a new pickaxe. I died.
But that's really it. Like, I really don't have it.
I mean,
We really ripped apart Genesis 1.
yeah, I mean, my argument would simply be exactly what I was just saying, is that there's multiple authors, and that was a different recorded story, and it's just that both got compiled together, essentially.
At some point.
Like, that would be my argument, because I believe that the multiple authors thing. But
Yeah.
I don't know what somebody
But you're
who would, like, somebody who says Moses wrote the whole thing, or like some other argument, I don't know what the answer would be, to be honest.
Robbie, what's the chords?
650, 350.
I think a lot of people just
I'll
think
catch you
that
on the flip side.
it's just a more detailed version of the sixth day.
Yeah.
It's just the sixth day, but going into detail.
650,
Just
350?
But I
Yeah.
would say that, I mean, I have heard other things like, oh, well, there were just other. And I'm not that much a fan of that.
hmm
But I mean, I have heard it, and like we were saying the other day, well, yeah, it's just like when Christ comes back for the millennial reign. There's going to be people who are higher ranks than other people.
Mm.
So I wouldn't be
Is Evan
surprised if
answering
Adam and
his
Eve
own
were
question?
put up on a pedestal than the other people. Not like a pedestal, but more like they were king and queen. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, so Evan, we talked about this the other day privately, right? I
Yeah.
want to hear some other
I don't think I'm
opinions.
gonna have enough food.
What are the thoughts on other humans being present? So here's the argument, right?
Present.
I think we're good. We made some of our own logos and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just saw
We
that. in the
appreciate-
chat.
Wait, what was that?
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Great boats.
in
And the
chat.
chat for designs.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at
We do
the Bible right
appreciate it.
now. My bad. Yeah, we appreciate that, absolutely.
Thank you.
If Penn's,
Welcome to the stream.
Yo, you are incredibly loved by God.
wait, they want
Just want
to
you to know
send
that.
their portfolio.
Sure. I mean, I'll look at it at least.
You have to. Where's the Discord? Link to this Discord?
I mean, you can hear us,
To our
right?
Discord. Yeah, but he wants. Yeah, they want. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm still not looking at it.
He wants your Discord name.
So you can see.
Or should I drop?
I don't
Or they care either
know
way.
it. I don't know it
I
actually.
don't feel comfortable giving my Discord name out.
Discord username.
Well, dude, if you
I can
want
look to
to,
what your username is.
well, dude, we have a link in our Twitch stream. If you look there, there's a link to join our Discord. It should just be like right underneath the stream in the about section. If you click on that link, you can just join the Discord and drop the stuff in if you want to.
Where did my horse go?
So I'd say
He's
just go for
right
that.
now?
Yeah, I think he joined.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll pull up the Discord real quick.
Yep.
Are you for real right now?
Wizard Designs. I like it, dude.
That is kind of sick.
That is really sick. I'm not gonna lie. So how long you been doing this for?
10 months.
I'd love to hear about that.
That's my best guess.
It's a good guess, Jake.
That's what I'm saying. I saw this horse, and it was the fastest horse in the game, and then it disappeared.
Yeah, I'd say if you want to, just drop them in the general, I guess.
Die, sheep! Jeez. Bow, 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 bow.
Logan, what do you think about this spot to build?
I think it's a pretty good spot.
Logan's already there.
Yeah, I took a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff and just walked over.
Who was in the house? Evan?
Probably Evan.
Yeah, that would be me.
Evan, you want me to come back, spin back the block with the boat?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I'm making food right now, then I'll be on my way.
But yeah, dude, if you want to
So,
drop
like-
off that portfolio in general, I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on Instagram or what that's gonna be on. But yeah.
Alright, guys. I just want everybody in the Discord or the Twitch stream to know I'm starting a fitness page. Go check me out. My name is That Bodybuilder.
That big old bodybuilder at
The Big Bodybuilder.
email.com.
That Big Bodybuilder.
Jake, I'm kind of upset because I can't work.
You can't work out because you're sick? That sounds like a bottom
Yeah.
D type of move.
Oh gosh.
Because I don't know what
Andrew
it
Tate
is.
would not approve.
I don't want to go in and give it to someone.
It don't matter. We need it.
Dude. I hate this snow thing now.
Okay. So what we're oh yeah, I remember what you were saying. So here's the deal. The argument is, right?
I'm hungry.
There's two things that support this argument of other humans existing, right? So first of all, in the first creation account, it mentions how God created humans, like humanity, right? And you can interpret that as Adam and Eve, but that kind of goes counterintuitive to the second narrative where it says like he created Adam on the first day and then later on he created Eve. So then who would the other humans be, right?
Is it humans though?
Yeah, it says let's create humans in our image. Let me find the exact point where it is.
Are you sure this
Yeah,
is not translation?
So, I mean, I could check the Hebrew. Yeah, then God said, let us make humans in our image according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and the wild animals, over creeping things upon the earth. So God created humans in his image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them.
Devin, should we bring a donkey?
But the other thing, there's a second thing that supports this argument, right? The second thing is in the story of Cain and Abel, right? Where we're only told about Abel, or we're only told about Adam and Eve, and then Cain and Abel, right? But then Cain kills Abel, and God banishes him. He exiles him. He's like, go walk till the end of your days. But whenever Cain is exiled, he stumbles across another tribe of people. Just randomly. And he has like kids with them and they become like an entire nation.
What else is it? He takes his wife, doesn't he?
Well, no, he finds his wife.
Oh, I thought he took his wife.
No, let me find where it talks about it. Yeah, it says like he's
Devin, you
exiled.
ready to escape?
Well, because that's the other thing, right? Cain asks God, he's like, what if somebody tries to kill me? And it's like, who's going to be trying to kill him? Like, there's nobody else out there. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? He said, I do not know, and my brother's keeper. And the Lord said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground, and now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, it will no longer yield to you its strength. You will be a fugitive and a wanderer of the earth. Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Today you have driven me away from the soil, and I shall be hidden from your face. I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and anyone who meets me may kill me. And the Lord said to him, not so. Whoever kills Cain will suffer a sevenfold vengeance. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, so that no one came upon him and would kill him. And Cain went away from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And then, beginnings of civilization, Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. He built a city and named it Enoch after his son Enoch. And then it continues on to talk about the rest of the stuff that went on there. But there was this
I
other...
always thought that Cain knew his wife before. I guess that's true then. I guess that makes more sense this way.
It doesn't specify that he found his wife at Enoch. But it does not mention her... it goes directly... It doesn't mention his wife at all before this. Then it says, then Cain went away from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Then Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. But the point being, there was still another land that was already established east of Eden, where there were people. And
how did Zani look around?
I don't know. It's an interesting argument that
I'll tell you what this says. The answer in this Evidence Study Bible says.
All right,
it's
Evan,
kind of
follow
funny.
me.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me follow Jake real quick. Jake, are we going to the ocean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me get in Jake's boot real quick, and then I'll go. Because this Bible does go over that question. Where did Cain get his wife? All right, Jake, let's
Sea
ride.
turtle swim.
All right, but let me ask this question: with only Adam and Eve as of all humanity, Cain and Abel, then must have married their sisters. That's what. Yeah, this one is just saying. Yeah, they probably just married. All of the first generation siblings married each other in order to populate the earth. At that time, there was no law against incest because the genetic line was so pure in the beginning. There was no problem with inbreeding.
It definitely
The
still doesn't
population
answer the
grew large
question of the
enough.
land of Nod, though.
Yeah, true.
Does it say anything
that's
about
a
that
good
in
Land of
that
point.
Nod.
No, but I have heard before. Adam and Eve probably had because you got to think too. Adam lived to like 930, I think. 930. And I think a lot of people think that they probably had lots and lots and lots of kids. It's just Cain and Abel.
See, here's
first
why.
two.
Here's why I don't really
Evan,
like
what's
that
up?
argument, right?
I was trying to get out. I
Because
couldn't figure it out.
the reason I don't really like that argument so much is because the story then continues to mention the birth of Seth, right? And if they already had however many like tens of kids, then why would Seth be
Yeah.
so important out of nowhere? Like if they already had other sons, then why is Seth so important? It only makes sense to me that Seth is so important to have been born there because he would have been the third son.
All right, Evan, follow
That
me.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Huh, no, that's a good point. I never thought of that.
Are you guys at 650, 350?
It also could just. Wait a minute. Nah, I could be wrong.
Dude, I've got some.
I was gonna say, I think the land of Nod could already like. So whoever wrote it, if for sake of whatever, the land of Nod could have been a place. Probably was a place when Moses. Probably not then, but they're probably describing though that that's the same area where.
Ooh, that is actually an interesting argument.
I've never thought that just like came into my mind, right?
No, that is actually a really interesting argument.
Like, it's not actually they went to Nod, they just went to the place where Nod is
Because
today,
they
and
do
what there
that,
today is.
They do that a lot in later books.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's what I
that
was
is
thinking.
interesting. That is really interesting.
And yeah, exactly. And then they could have bore Enoch, and then just
Ooh, Snowy
kept
Mountain.
But there
inbreeding.
were-
Because I know
Well,
there is a part in the Bible where the inbreeding stop at some point. There is like a thing where it's like, all right, nobody can inbreed anymore.
Well, here's another interesting
done.
thing.
Dunzos.
So speaking of that specifically, it's interesting because
These mountains are sick.
we always joke about like, oh, they just all did incest for like basically the entirety of the Old Testament, but like that's really not true. Like Abraham and Sarah are pretty much the last people we meet that marry their sibling.
Yes, I found
Like
the
there's
whole
other
thing.
instances
Aren't
of it,
they,
but
wait,
it's
aren't they
it's like
cousins?
no, Abraham and Sarah are brother and sister. It's
I thought they were.
it's
cousins.
Jacob and Rachel that are cousins.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. Well,
that's sad.
enough. I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
because
number
like
I'm
whenever
at.
they go to
Oh.
Egypt,
you took a
Pharaoh
map, please?
mentions he's like, "Why didn't you tell me that she was your sister?"
I just spawned in a tree.
Wait, no. I
Huh?
thought Pharaoh was like, "Why didn't you tell me she was your wife?"
Oh wait, you're right. No, it was.
Yeah.
Maybe they are cousins.
Because no, that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like they'd have to be cousins. Because Abraham was like, "Dude, listen, I'm terrified right now. They're all gonna kill me to have you.
Well, dude,
Just
then
say you're
that,
my sister."
that makes it even more clear that because I was saying Abraham and Sarah were like the last sibling relationship that was normalized. But if they're not even brother and sister, then it was not normalized way before then. So like we joke about like them just doing incest all the time, but like really they kind of didn't marry each other's siblings even by the time of Abraham and Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like very beginning. I mean,
Really,
literally,
early.
I don't expect. I'm going like around the time of Tower of Babel. That's probably around when it stopped.
Probably, yeah. Well, like it's
Because
really
I mean, even
interesting-
with Noah's family too, you have to think about Noah's family. Like, if they're the
Yeah.
only ones left on the ark, I mean, what did they do?
Mhm. It is really like I do kind of like that argument, right? Like what you're saying, in like, so if the land of Nod was not actually the land of Nod, it's just that was a land that they went to, and they know it as Nod because a later writer named it so, right?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
You could
That's what
say, then that, you know, Cain and Abel had sisters, but they didn't have any other brothers yet, right? And then you could say,
Yeah.
you know, he took one of his sisters and then they settled in this land and they got married and they started their own civilization there, right? Like you could say that, and then it would still make Seth's birth important because he'd be the third son, which he would be the only son at that point because Abel's dead and Cain's gone, so he's like the sole son now, right?
Mhm.
I do kind of like that. I've never heard that before.
It literally I just randomly thought of it.
No, that is a really interesting argument, though.
I've never thought that. I was just looking at the actual words in my Bible. I'm like, I doubt that there was even a place called Nod at this point.
Yeah. Makes a lot of
Hey,
sense,
maybe.
actually. Okay, well, I went on YouTube, right? I found I found the Bible Project on Genesis 1, so we can probably watch that. That'd be super interesting. But right underneath that, I've got it's 14 years ago, so it's old. It's got over 100,000 views though, and it's how long are the creation days in Genesis 1? Do we want to watch it? What are we thinking?
How long is it? Like 6 minutes. I will say this: I do need to go soon.
I do
Okay,
too.
okay.
I have to get up at 4.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Hey, maybe we can save these for because we still have to. We still got to talk about this for a little bit because we don't even have enough materials for the mural yet. So I guess we could watch these next time.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we'll go with that then.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, Zersky.
So
should I be chilling in this village, or where are you guys at?
yeah, I'm still in the village. Here, I'll go back to the game.
I'm
Just
on
been
my way
chilling
back
in
to
this
the
house.
village.
Oh no, creeper.
Don't die to the creeper like I did.
Creeper. Jeepers, creeper. Would you
I
get
was
to
literally about to say the exact same thing. I'm on 1 heart because I forgot to jump in the water and jumped on dirt.
Oh, how could I forget the worst mobs that they've ever created? Phantoms.
Oh,
If I get
yes.
hit by a phantom, I'm dead.
Those stupid.
They're so. I don't even understand why you'd add the game.
Dude, the
Like,
worst
Just
part.
as every-
The worst part is that we voted them in for some reason. The stupid Minecraft players that we are.
I didn't do that.
Bro,
It was.
just started sinking into snow. Oh, I'm gonna freeze to death. That was terrifying.
Dude, it was one of the dumb mob votes. So like, it was a
Oh
mob
my
vote,
God.
and people voted it in for some reason. Oh well.
That was genuinely scary. Did you guys hear me?
Yes.
I actually didn't know what to do. I'm just like, oh, look, cool snow. I'll just, oh my, it's
Did anyone pick up my map?
No, Jacob.
how does this keep
No.
happening?
And my horse is dead.
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys.
Snow's no joke.
Logan, I need food. I'm at 1 heart.
I got a couple I can drop you. I don't have a lot, but
No, where's my... Oh, there's a lot of iron in this cave.
I can drop 3, but that's half of what I got.
Thank you, Squire.
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Fire.
I like genuinely think this has been like an incredible first stream. Like
Oh yeah, I do too. I think it went very well. Better
Like-
than what I thought it may have was gonna be like.
for a first stream,
You serious?
we like I kept watching the viewer count. We probably had well over 10 people stop in here at one point.
That is sick.
Like it kept like bopping up and down a whole bunch. And like it's kind of sad we didn't get anybody to stay, but like we had a lot
Anybody
of
who
people.
joins just wants to sell us something.
Yeah, I mean that I can't tell with this Pinky Wiz guy. Like I couldn't tell if he was like because he did
They're just trying to
follow
sell
us.
us.
I mean, I know I
something.
feel like he's just trying to sell us something, but like at the same
It was
time,
the-
like
it-
he
It was the
seemed-
first one. It was the first guy who joined
Yeah,
that I was like, oh, I had to remove the message.
but like, I mean, out of all those people who joined for a little while, only 2 of them actually came to sell us something. Like all the rest of them just genuinely clicked on it at one point.
Thank you, Wix. You
So
know
we-
that's someone's name at Walmart?
What?
Oh, there's so many diamonds in this one chest. And gold and lapis and an enchanted bow and saplings and apples. Who got all this stuff? Where the carrots at?
But dude, like for real though, we had a lot of people like click on this at one point. We even got
You could
8
check like your stats.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that after
Yeah, the
this is done.
stats.
Well, like we got a follower. We had a lot of people stop in. It seems like, I mean, we didn't have like any technical issues. It seems to be looking and sounding fine, right? Like, have we had any, like this? It's been sounding fine, right?
looks cool when I'm doing.
from what I did. Here, let me even check it right now.
I think there might be moments where it sputters, but
Like, and on top of all of that, we're streaming in a super saturated category. Like, we're streaming in Minecraft, where there's like hundreds of however many people streaming. Like, this is not a category to grow in at all, and we're streaming in it.
I say we stream in Fortnite gameplay.
I feel like that'd be
Oh,
worse.
I get Fortnite gameplay. Me and Robbie go off. Hit a 20 bomb.
Well,
It's over.
so the thing is like everybody, like anytime I've seen any advice, because I've like while I've been setting up this stuff, I've just put on like advice videos in the background, and they always recommend that you start in a category that's not that big, because if you start streaming in a big category, then you're just never gonna get like people
I'm thinking,
to
I'm
join
thinking.
or whatever. Which I mean makes sense because like Minecraft and Fortnite and stuff have like hundreds of thousands of people trying to stream them, so it's like impossible to get
The audio
recognized.
sounds really good. I
It's
think.
good.
If
Yeah,
anyone
well, it
finds
sounds
chickens,
as good
let
as
me
it
know.
can be.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I think
New
that'll
stream
be-
idea. Me playing Sekiro and freaking out.
Yes.
Dude, honestly, well, I'm honestly, I thought about it quite a bit, and I know we're only gonna be streaming like Wednesday nights so far. I'm gonna personally do some solo streams because everyone was saying like you need to
dude,
do.
go for it.
Everyone was saying like you need to do multiple streams throughout the week, like, and you have to be pretty consistent. And I'm like, well, if we're only doing Wednesday nights, that's not really a lot of room to grow. So,
Yeah, I mean, definitely go for it, bro.
and if you want to stream as well, I mean, you have the account information, so you can.
Yeah,
I can stream
true. I do
Fortnite.
have the information.
So you could also stream on the account if you want to.
Fortnite?
I mean, if you want to.
That,
Jake, what has been your deal with Fortnite recently?
I haven't even played it in like 2 weeks. This is the first time I've been on Xbox in
That's
2 weeks.
so
Jake's,
cap.
Same.
Jake's fiending.
Guys,
He's
this is important. I found
fiending.
this
Fiending
ram
for
for me.
Fortnite.
Jake, you're feeding. You were telling
Guys,
me that
there's
you
a
want
ram
to
here.
play
There's
it.
a ram here.
Going
There's a
out.
ram. There's a ram. There's a ram.
Dude, keep
I
it as
am
a
a
pet. Keep it as a
ram.
pet. Keep it as a pet. Keep it as a pet.
I don't know how. I don't know how. Eat this raw mutton. Eat these seeds. Elgato's by me. Legato. There's another ram.
Dude, this man's getting so many pets right now. I'm kind of jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
And you can jump to the max. What am I supposed to do? I got this. Escaping.
And dude, like we don't even have any outside, like we didn't promote this to anybody we knew. We didn't we didn't have any social media platforms to post it on. Like that was all just raw people coming in. I honestly I was expecting no one to stop. Like if I'm being completely honest, I was like, it's a first stream, we didn't even promote it to anybody. I bet not a single person is gonna join this sucker and everybody's gonna be super discouraged. Dude,
That's not a good way to look at it.
Well, no, like that's not what I mean whenever I say that.
I know, I'm kidding.
I was looking at it as like I don't care if we have viewers or not. Right? Like I'm going to do this regardless. I'm going to put like my best foot forward. Like I'm going to do my absolute best in this thing for the glory of God. And if even only one person shows up, that's all that matters for me. And kind of a deal. And I was like, well, you know, I just didn't want nobody to join, and then everybody gets super disappointed about it and then not do it anymore. And I was really worried about that because I was gonna keep doing it regardless, but I was worried about like everyone else being super disappointed.
Yeah,
by it,
Evan,
but...
speak for yourself.
Yeah, Evan.
Yeah, Evan, speak for yourself.
But no, dude, we had a lot of people stop in. So I'm yeah.
Yeah, it's geeked.
I am happy.
Thank God Jake Schufer was here, or else the outcome of this kid.
I have to go shower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when are we thinking of calling it soon?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off in like 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, Evan, what are you thinking? How much longer do you got?
Evan fell asleep.
No, did he really?
Did he actually?
There's no way.
No,
Oh,
dude, you
This
can't.
person's dying. This person's dying. This person's dying. This person's dying. This
Dude,
person's
Jake,
dying.
honestly, you might be right.
Nobody fell asleep. Come on, farmer. Come on,
What?
farmer. Come on, farmer. Oh shoot! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
No, Evan.
Did he actually fall asleep?
He honestly might have.
I
Dude,
wouldn't doubt it.
Evan.
Can somebody
Klingon.
help me? I'm in snow.
dude, we're on stream right now, dude.
I don't think he's asleep. There's no way. No way this man fell asleep. Wait, there used to be a house right here. Did there not?
Maybe he got a phone call or something. I don't know.
Maybe he's talking to his mom.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to the house if we're gonna call it soon, so we can log off there and I can put my stuff in the chest.
What house? This is our new domain.
Well, we put all of our stuff in one of the houses, I think. Oh, Evan's standing in the corner of this house, guys. He's.
Yeah, he definitely
Do you
could be
guys see
asleep.
this?
He's been there
guy-
since we
Dude,
got
this
here.
guy right here. I just come back to the house. I'm like, this is the house that Bert's in, right? And no, it's just Evan's just he's just facing the wall.
Yeah, he's
What if
small.
I punch him? Come
See what
back.
happens.
He's not coming back. He's not noticing it, at least. Dude. What the heck?
What the balls?
Bert, there you go. There's a stream moment. You can clip it, and you can put it into your social media. That us looking at Evan standing in a corner, falling asleep on stream.
I can't believe
Maybe
he
if
fell
you
asleep.
sleep talks.
Maybe someone called him.
Have you been
Terry
taking a
could've called
decent
him.
amount of what's it called? Like Twitch
I
clips?
tried to take one. Well, like, what am I gonna clip? It's not like nothing really crazy happened.
Well, the way I was looking at it was just anytime anything even remotely interesting happens, just clip it. Because, like, like I was saying before, if you have 50 30-second clips, that's way better than going through like a 3-hour stream and looking for content. And I'd rather have more content to work with than less content to work with. So I would like anytime we say anything remotely interesting, anytime we like anything even remotely interesting happens, I would just clip it.
Where's the Iron Golem?
You hear that, Jake? Clip it. Oh, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Did he actually fall asleep?
I mean, he's definitely not here.
Aww. Schmibble-a-debs. Wake up. Logan, you gotta wake him up.
Dude, I don't know what to do. I already went over. I punched him a couple times. Let me go
We
back
should just call
over.
it here then.
I threw a
so.
snowball at him.
Do we want to meet up at the house and somebody pray us out and then end it?
I'm already off the world.
Oh. Well, I mean,
I
I
I'll
was
go
just
back.
struggling to stay asleep.
Struggling to stay awake, you mean?
Yeah.
9
Yeah.
grams of protein? That's horrible.
Does somebody want to pray us out then? And then I'll close out the stream.
Wait, before we close out, on a scale of 1 to 10, how healthy do you think Cheez-Its are?
10 being healthy?
Yeah. They got 3 grams of protein per serving size.
Maybe like a 5? I don't feel like I feel like there's a lot of things that are worse for you, but I don't feel like they're necessarily, I feel like it's like middle of the road. Like not necessarily great, not necessarily bad.
Alright.
Dang. I mean, I'd call this successful.
I wouldn't. Evan's asleep.
One of you two want to pray us out?
Probably
Me?
got us.
Hey, you want to?
I'm gonna keep coughing, so.
I mean, you can just make it real quick if you want to, like couple words.
Dear Lord, I thank you for bringing me, Logan, Evan, and Jake here today, even though Jake was late. No, but I guess you say I spread your through the platform that we have. I was glad that you've given us this experience to not only spread your word, indulge in it together as friends. Pray that you could be with us the rest of our night and with us up into our next stream. Everyone that joined in and who has yet to join, that will end up seeing us on with us. In your Lord's name I pray.
Amen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I guess that's gonna be the first stream. I think we did pretty good.
We should do a
had-
Skyblock day.
Yeah. Dude, we had a lot of people come in. I think we made some decent progress on the world. We got some diamonds and stuff. I mean, we got to do like quite a bit more before we're gonna get to like making the murals and stuff. So we might be stuck on the creation stories for a long time. I mean, that's not necessarily bad though. There's a lot you can talk about in the creation stories. So it's not the worst place to be stuck for a little while. So, but yeah, no, we'll talk about the
Probably
creation
the best
stories.
place.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, the creation stories have some of the like most content you can work through because there's just like it's the place where the image of God is mentioned. There's the different creation accounts. There's so many different theories about creation and like so many different standpoints. There's so much you can discuss. So there's definitely worse places we could stuck at. So we'll keep talking about that in later streams, I guess, and hopefully we'll get to making that first mural soon. That'll be really cool to see. Can't wait to see all those put together and everything. So I call this pretty successful. I guess until next time.